Hello everybody and welcome to another Genshin live stream. Has been on this wonderful Sunday. Hello dear hero. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I will be coming better to watch my live stream. Okay, we've got one of the last days of the patch, and this will be my final stream before the patch. Yeah. Most likely. Unless I go like... Nah, I would have to go like Zenless Genshin or something. So I will just play Star Rail on Tuesday. Also, I still have things left to do in Star Rail. Somehow. Against all odds. Okay, but today is Klee's birthday. Whatever, it's also Shinobu's. Shinobu's cool and all. This morning I was tiptoeing around past Master Jin's office when I heard Missila say holiday brings a bit of coolness to summer. And then Kaya popped out, all smiley and sparkly eyed, and went, "Hey Klee, what do you wanna do most during a holiday?" Yeah, it's a holiday time. Klee loves holidays. Oh, Klee loves summer even more. Klee wants to help to bring lots and lots of coolness to everyone too. So Klee had a super big talk with the Doko, and decided we are throwing a boom cool birthday bash. It's gonna be at Cider Lake, and we are gonna toss so many Jumpty Dumpties into the water. The bigger the spark, the bigger the splash, and the cooler the summer. You and Paimon have to come too, okay? Klee promises to get you both home safe and sound, just like I protected Yula. Zoom zoom zoom! You'll be home before dark. Pinky swear. She doesn't mention Alice here, unfortunately. But there is this birthday art for Klee. Let me... Oh, it's not here. Well, that's scuffed. I thought that the Genshin account on Hoyola would post the birthday art, but it doesn't. Let me look on the Twitter account. I mean, here I know it is. Here I know that I should be able to find it. I have to scroll quite a lot. There are actually quite a few posts today. Here we go. Yeah, this one, man. So precious, so cute, incredible. And also interestingly, because normally when the birthday arts, they are often commissioned from other artists. And for example, here on the Shinobu art, thanks to Yamabuki Hiro for the fantastic artwork, right? And they will often have this. The birthday art are often commissioned to somebody, by somebody else. Here there is nothing like this, so this is like official, directly official art. Might be because it includes the Alice and she just got revealed this week, so they wouldn't, they couldn't afford to leak the Alice design prematurely, so they wouldn't give any artist they wouldn't show any artist how she's supposed to look, but they also wouldn't, commission an artist with only a few days to complete the whole piece. So they drew it in-house. Just a random observation. And man, she's so cute. And here are like the Dodokos. There is Dodoko and then this red one. Maybe this is like Mama Dodoko or something. Oh shit! Give me a second. I spilled some of my tea. Thankfully not too much. I didn't... Okay, give me a sec. Hello, Fat. No, I just said shit. Because I spilled some of my tea. Thankfully not too much of it, just a bit. Okay, just a bit more. You have to show me your skirks and the supposedly worse skirks. Okay, we should be fine now. Thankfully, I do not add any sugar to my tea, so nothing should really get too sticky or anything from the spilled tea. Oh, there's quite a lot of water underneath still. My little... And yeah, I have this Miku board thingy. Like, I place my stuff on it, so it's not directly on my desk. Most of the spillage was just on top of the thingy. I have to wash it later, but for now it's clean enough. Okay, sorry for the delay. But yeah, essentially what happened is I was holding my glass of water and I wanted to put it aside, but I forgot that my mug full of tea is standing in the way. So there was a collision. Okay, so because it's Klee's birthday, and Klee is one of my favorite characters, I want to use Klee mostly today as much as I can. So for dailies, yeah, let's just... Who needs Furina in a Skirk team anyways? Okay. Let's go. I think the mug itself somehow isn't that wet. Didn't get wet too much, if at all. Let's check all dry. Somehow. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, Spiritway Sprint Challenge. That's not something I can use Klee for, man. I mean, it's clean dueling the Saurian. I should be spamming this to swim faster. Oh yeah, that's one thing I should be doing in those challenges. Is it worth to abandon? If I abandon, I get spawned back at the... I think it's worth it, yeah. Because if I abandon, I get spawned back at where I started. And if I finish, well... I get the place where I finished. Unexpected beginning to the stream, but as far as spilling a bunch of my tea goes, it was one of the best case scenarios. My desk pad did get a bit wet though, unfortunately. Not all that wet, but a bit wet. You gotta pay for the review. I'm not about to give you a free review. Twitch, are you broken for real? What is wrong with Twitch chat for you? Was it delayed? Oh, we sent that message 5 minutes ago. Huh. Sometimes it just gets a bit laggy. Okay, Skirk and then 20th Skirk. Oh yeah, this Skirk has a cryo damage bonus goblet and you don't. Yeah, that was like when I was cleaning up my desk, I was thinking, what could be the difference if your attack and crit damage is higher? What could be the difference? And yeah, damage bonus. You've got an attack goblet, and they've got a cryo damage bonus goblet, and have almost the same attack as you do. Right? They have like 100 less attack, while having 46% cryo damage bonus. Number 1 has an attack goblet as well, and the number 1 has to have more subs than you. Because yeah, this one has a bit less crit damage, a bit less attack, but actually has cryo damage bonus. So where is number 1? Because yeah, I'm not saying that a cryo goblet is better. Oh, it shows rerolls, right? This means that this piece was rerolled. Hello, Aperta Start Games. Yeah, an attack goblet is often better, but the reason why this Skirk can rank better higher than you is because they have a cryo goblet, and they have like look at. You don't have to think too much. Just look at the pieces, man. Like these suns that rolled 4 times into crit damage, the goblet that rolled 3 times into crit damage, once into attack percent. Like, yeah, pretty insane pieces. And yeah, your Skirk ain't too shabby either. Although 52, you get 36 plus 15, so that's 51. You are overcapped on crit rate a bit. So are they though. Crit damage is good. Attack is good. No attack substat on the feather row is a shame, right? If you want to push for like high rankings, you gotta get a feather with 3 good substats and not just 2 good substats. Yeah, the chat is delayed. Not by 5 minutes though. Not sure if I could do anything about it. I could switch my like internal chat to the raw Twitch chat, but now it's working pretty fine, right? It's better and better. Okay, maybe it's not that great. Hello? But yeah, I don't... Can I even refresh it? Yeah, okay, there's like a minute. Is there like a refresh? Ah, there is no refresh button. I mean, sometimes the app is just laggy. It's still like by far the best way of having both chats combined on the stream. Everything else was so much worse, it's incredible. So I think I will just we'll just leave it like it is. And, oh yeah, the cute anime fit up fairly quickly. And I will just open my Twitch chat to see the messages instantly. Let me know if some messages on YouTube pop up. Okay. Time to drink some of the spilled tea. It tastes fairly nicely. Yeah, too bad. I would have been more happy if it was not that good. Because then I'll be like, yeah, maybe it's a good thing we spilled it. On my Twitch chat here, I don't see the emotes. And it's fairly weird. Okay. 10 damage for 5.3 attack. Yeah, 5.3 attack is like 1 sub. 10 crit damage is a bit more than 1 sub. And he's gone. Okay. Let's go actually have a fight for our brave little Klee. Wait, let me make sure I have like a build on her. You're ranking everybody else's ranking by climbing. I mean, yeah, that's the point. I only have the 7TV plugin. What do you mean by only? The emotes I have enabled on BTTV and Frankenface Z are also working. Like 7TV takes care of all of that as well. Okay, the chat is getting better and better. I think I can just like look at this one now. Okay. I think right now it's actually pretty decent. So yeah, we don't really need the deep... I mean, if I'm gonna play her with Kinich again next patch, which I maybe could, versus the Papilla. You cheese the floor 50 achievement? How so? Whatever, I'll just stay on this build for now. We should be good enough. Oh my god, what is this abomination? Okay, maybe I just change the weapon at least? But to what? Nah, we are fine, we are fine. We are fighting overworld mobs. This guy dies if you apply enough pyro. So Klee is actually the perfect counter. Wait, my shield is already gone? Wait, where did it go? Oh, what? No, I'm using normal attack. Wait, here it is. Your 0% and 70V is gone. What's the difference between stable release and nightly release? Nightly release is more up to date, but it might not be all that stable. Like, there might be some bugs, for example. Might be some issues, which you wouldn't encounter in the stable release, but you might have access to some new features. Is that hitting the zombie still from a distance until she is dazed? And use Chingy's to damage in the stun window. Oh my god, that's so cursed. You could have at least used like trigger to hit her, no? Trigger should be much better than Arena for that. When it comes to like, you know, wanting a ranged character. Trigger even has like her auto dodge thingy. If you're on the ground, you can like auto dodge once every now and then. 15 seconds or something. Hello, X. But yeah, it should be the better on-field stunner as well, I imagine. But whatever worked for you. These guys are so much tankier than the previous enemy. There's all the loop when it comes to what? I actually have a time limit here. I need to use other characters. Melt Klee, let's go! Here we go. Cinema team. It's still my friendship team, so I need to have Skirk and Dahlia here. And wait, is this Coffee already friendship 10? Okay, I don't need this Coffee. But yeah, Skirk and Dahlia are the two characters I need to have in this team. And then we have Klee, because it's her birthday. She's the birthday girl. So cute. This little creature knows no mercy. Oh, there are crystals here. Let's grab this as well. But yeah, the space time for request is pretty short actually. Bike girl? Who is the bike girl? Which I tend to not play co-op all that often on stream. Will be better than Rina? Oh yeah, of course. Rina is a quite disappointing character, all things considered. Okay. We're already done with this friendship team, so I will put the Furina back here. Autobot? This doesn't... Now I'm even more confused. Okay, let's spend some of the resin. I will spend resin normally. Because I will need to do a bunch of clears here. Niandex Hoyo collab. There is still... we got Alloy from... I mean, Genshin was available on PlayStation from the very start, but we got Alloy when we got like the crossplay between PlayStation and the other platforms. So, maybe when Genshin comes to the Switch 2, eventually, surely, right? We'll get a link in Genshin. Would go kinda hard, not gonna lie. Oh, you need materials for Mavujka. So then Mavujka's boss is the secret source automaton. Which I tend to not really do go up too much. Oh yeah, if Fat Helga would be great. And you probably need it for achievements anyways. Autobot. It's secret source automaton. There are a lot of robots. Even as far back as Inazuma. As like those big bosses. There is the mechanical array. I've already got all of them, nice. Oh, I dashed away a bit too early.
白くなってきた。食前に甘いものをさいせい、この手にタッチとは
Return to Genshin after 4 years. Nice, nice. He died in 2 seconds. Yeah, versus the... I mean, you should leave more than 2 seconds with any character. But yeah, versus that boss you need somebody who can climb the pillars. You do get Kachina for free. Which is one character that could help you. Because like at one point the boss summons 2 big pillars. You need to climb them. And then... destroy the crystals on top. But you cannot climb them with any character. You need somebody who can either jump very high. This is kind of bad, low roll crit damage. You need somebody who can jump very high, or special characters from that land that can climb the surface of the pillars. Which is Shiron and Mavuika and Kachina. You do have Mavuika though. Since you are farming for Mavuika, that means you have her, right? So I guess there is that. No need to even level up Kachina. Yeah, Venti could also work. But Mavuika would be faster at that. If his world level is too low, he might not even be able to join you. This, I mean, it's low roll, but it can be better than what I have right now on Nubilet, I think. If I roll 5 times in the good stats, I think it can actually be good. Oh no, I don't need to go again because I ran out of resin. Oh, he's 56, okay. I was suspecting he might be like AR40. Ready for 4 years ago. I mean, that means that you just haven't played too much in those 4 years. Because it does not take 4 years to reach IR60. It takes like a year or 2. To go from 1 to 60. Okay, so let's condense the resin. I don't need it for anything, right? Yeah. And check the flower. Actually, it's not that bad. It's pretty good, actually. Can this new one be an upgrade even? It can, because this is a 3-liner. I don't need the ER. You have no healer. Even Barbara is better than Chichi. Chichi is the worst character in the game by far, actually. Okay, so... Oh no, I can do this. Well... It can no longer be better, yeah. I don't think I need another piece like that. How? I mean, how to join him? In order to join somebody, you have to go to your friends list, because like we probably added, right, each other. And then your friends should be here, including up team, and then you click request to join. Okay, so let's spend the rest of the resin. Hopefully our next piece doesn't roll flat defense immediately. Whatever, I don't care. I need to get my bad luck out of the way. I need these pieces to roll badly, actually. And then when the new sets from Not Cry come, that's when we'll get the god RNG. Attack Goblet with 5 crit rolls. For Inefa. Remember back when I first unlocked... Back when I first got affiliated with Twitch. and I unlocked Gambas, I would do a Gamba for every single artifact drop. I would do like a Gamba, do we get like 3 pieces? Or something. Or do we get some like main stat or whatever? Every single artifact run I would do a Gamba. The issue was that on those short Gambas, often nobody would vote. Because I didn't have enough viewers. Because I saw other streamers doing similar stuff and I was like, that seems fun. But yeah, you actually need viewers to do like many short Gambas. So it wasn't quite working out. Okay, this should be the last run, right? Yes? Because we are still saving the transient. Lord of Eroded Primal Fire is the weekly boss. You don't need to TP away. The boss respawns immediately. After a couple of seconds. Ooh, this could be good. Oh, you didn't claim the drop. But will teleporting then like do anything for you? Actually, I'm not sure how that works in co-op. The Lord of Reloaded Primal Fire is... Okay, he already said he will help you, give him a second. It's here. In Natlan. You have to go Natlan. Here. And then it's to the left of the main city. Next to the Hermetic Spirit Speaker. The Stone Stellar Records. And here you get the mats. Oh, you need to get away so these ones. Okay, interesting. So if somebody else claimed the drop, they also need to TP away? Like, they shouldn't need to TP, right? I don't know. I'm not much... Co-op is the one thing where I really don't have much expertise with it in Genshin. They also need to TP away, okay. So, other than this, other than the resin we just spent, what we have to do? We have the last stage of this Fearsome Ferocious Firepower event. We've got the test runs. We've got more teapot sets to place, and then I will probably just go around collecting wood or something. Those are the plans for today. Okay, so let's start with actually checking if my Treasure resin is fine. Yeah, disappears in 7 days, so it will still last for next week. I will be able to use it when Inefa comes out to get her mats, whichever ones I will need the most. Also, what boss does Inefa need? Is there gonna be a new one? I mean, I have a week to build her, it's fine, before Stygian Onslaught comes. Oh, she also uses the... Oh no, she used the cryo one. Okay. I could start getting them, like, tomorrow. Instead of condensing resin. Actually, how many pools do I have? I have 6k Primogems. That is... 37 pools. 38 with this 5. And the new month begins on Friday, so a bit later. For the 5 extra. But I am on some... I do have some pity built up. I was thinking, how guaranteed am I? Okay, I've got 49 PT. So 1 5-star is guaranteed. But if I lose the 50-50, I will have to pull quite a bit more. It is what it is. Let's hope it doesn't take too much time to get Inefa. Ideally, I even wanted to get some constellations on her maybe, but I guess I would just like use whatever pools I have this patch until her banner's over, and you know, if I don't get C1 or C2, so be it. Okay, let's do the event. We've got the last stage left. Bounce pads, nice. Those were this was the best mechanic. Yes, I remember about the test runs.
Yeah.
Do not worry. Use bounce pads to redirect your shots. I really don't have many pyro shots, huh? I'm already almost out of pyro shots. I need a pyro shot for their shields. Whew. Satisfying. Wait, these guys survived? What? How did this guy survive? Oh shoot. Those are some advanced. Well, that was bad. What is the other thingy for? There was one on the other side. Let's wait a tiny bit for them to move. I should have maybe first fired a cryo shot at them, but it's fine. Ooh, nice one shot. Ooh! How do I shoot this now? Wait for the electro slime to move? Ah, man, this wasn't perfect. Oh my, oh my. This is so goofy. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love that this is the last stage. Oh, lost connection to caster apps. Oh, the whole thingy collapsed, man. The chat is down. Whoops. It started working better and better, and now it doesn't work at all. But yeah, I switched to my Twitch chat on my work. I need to have like a Twitch chat here as well. Wait, do I have it? No, I don't have a backup chat. I should have like a backup hidden chat. That's like directly from Twitch. For my stream as well. But I deleted the sources I had before. Well, yeah, this event was super fun, man. I actually loved it. Like I said before, one of the best, like, minor events we've had. Oh, and the Mergin is gone. These heroes are far better than expected. Even a whole company couldn't take out as many monsters as you. Based on the current situation, there is no way those monsters can escape the ruins. How do you feel? Was it hard work? My ears are still ringing. Pawn feels like there is a flock of seagulls screaming inside her head. I have a solution for that. An abandoned engineering project I read mentioned using a multi-chambered muzzle device to slow down the gases responsible for the noise and make the cannon to make the cannon quieter. Unfortunately, the materials required are quite expensive. Anyway, the crisis has been averted, and we've collected enough data to ensure the next version of my cannon will be even better. I can thank you enough for your help, Protoboss, and of course for that of your little assistant. And lest we forget the vital role you played, Miss Marine, the reward money has already been earmarked to our Protoboss, but once I've sold the cannon, I will split the proceeds with you, 50-50. Huh? You want to split the money with me? I don't care much for Mora, but I wouldn't say no to some fermented Tidalga. It needs to be wheat-based alcohol, none of that fruity nonsense. Probably hasn't tried fermented Tidalga before, but it sounds like it's worth a try. You can have alcohol, Paimon. Sure, we can just swap the alcohol with Fanta, that'll do the trick. I've never heard of this dish before. Where would I go find it? This sounds like a perfect opportunity to invent an automated Tidalga pickler. After all, your automatic breakfast oven works wonders. You clearly have a knack for culinary devices. Moreover, the market for this sort of food preparation device is huge. It's not like trying to sell cannons, where you need to display their exceptional performance against powerful opponents. And you don't have to run off to dangerous areas and battle monsters and the like every time you want to test a toaster. You make a good point, maybe I should try switching my focus. That said, if I did decide to become an inventor of machines with culinary applications, let's call them kitchen appliances, wouldn't all my previous work go to waste? And besides, I would no longer have any connection to the guards. He just wants him to stay safe. I guess you're right, giving up on all your previous work isn't really your style. Come think of it, apart from installing GuardMech's target identification module in our cannon, we could also have some actual GuardMechs serve as bodyguard mechs within its unit. With a specialist protection detail in place, we shouldn't have to worry about monsters getting into our guns' blind spots. That way we can combine all these machines together and sell them as a prepackaged solution. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Solving all our customers' problems with one complete package. That's definitely something worth looking into. It's like they just need to start chatting and the ideas come flowing out. I bet if we locked them in a room together and kept them there for a few weeks, they would come up with all sorts of new inventions. And a child on the way. On those mechanical defenders, we also need maintenance mechs to keep the cannon in working order, logistics mechs to keep it supplied with ammunition and parts. So we've got our work cut out for us. The design blueprints alone will take the best part of a year to draw up. No problem, just take your time. There's no need to stay up all night working on it either, so we've got all the time in the world. Oh, and Marines, I was like, where is she? She's here. I was just wondering, do you have any more interesting food ideas? You really piqued my interest with that Fonta fermented Tidalga. Huh, so you're a fan of mystery box fine dining too? How about apple cider Tidalga, or coffee Tidalga, or giant chili Tidalga? As long as it isn't poisonous, you could try pretty much anything. Yeah. Why are we limiting ourselves to only Tidalga? Okay, so let's do the test runs before I forget. Actually, let's first kill this mecha. I do need their materials. I can't gather the thingy when I don't hit anybody. He'll probably die before I get to press my E. Just from my Scoffy damage alone. When the Castle Labs has been working worse and worse recently, do I need to find another solution? But when it was finally something that worked after all this, after all the searching I did. I tested out so many different solutions. And they were all terrible. And I do want the combined shot. Ooh, look at these guys. Can I hit them with one plunge? Yes! I love how the babies went flying. Where were we? Okay, let's switch to Klee over here. Oh yeah, it should have been her who got to plunge all the baby boars to oblivion. At least we can go and plunge these guys to oblivion.
私が提起する。そこ弾けろ。
Lovely. Oh, even hit one of the guys underwater. Yo, he just died. Wait, what killed him? Oh, was it the Chiori doll? That's some insane range, actually. I think that because like the C1 of Chiori, it says that it increases the AoE of the summon dolls, but I think it's actually range and not AoE. So it would make sense that it hit an enemy that's very far away. Okay, trials. Better late than never. In Zenless, they implemented a feature where you don't need to do the A rank character trials. If you've done them once, you can just like auto-claim them. I really wish they would do this in Genshin as well. Especially when it comes to the Nathan characters. Fortunately, Kachina should never get a trial again because she's free. Kachina's trial took the most time, but Ororon and Yansan. Ororon, Yansan, Ifa. Their trials also take a while to complete. Whoops. When going downhill, it might be slower to pogo, and to just not bother. Also, part of why pogoing is good is because it's more Night Soul efficient, but here we have infinite Night Soul anyways. I just be on these guys a bit. Optimal rotation and stuff don't matter in the trial. Okay. Was it shorter than her first trial actually? Maybe it's probably the same one. It felt shorter. It's maybe it's just the Kinich and Molani trials that were like never ending.
ちょっと失礼。どうぞ。霧となって散りなさい。天才、出番だ。
Why are you playing non-meld movement?
Yeah. Hey. みんなは俺が守れ。我に光。お荷物です。大水チェーブ。
Gotta say, gaming can be kind of fun to play if everything works out. Too bad it usually doesn't. This one takes quite a while. We had a proper Shibruz team though. Oops. Yeah, they have to have been streamlined, because I'm pretty sure you had to like kill enemies at multiple locations before. And now they're just like all at one location. Oh, I should have spelled my oops. How they plunged twice so quickly? I plunged like twice in a row. Not even sure how that happened.
ない夜の
歌よ錦とな
We
れ
got a hyper bloom team.
しっかり立ってな嫌い
せーの
And then pick Genshin gameplay. I should have been basic attacking more.
この剣はわかるかい股間奥義おとなしくしな役払
影のカラスが優也を求め行くよイエーイ
So many bunnies. Yeah, it was super unique. Yeah, it's kinda like... She's kinda like Mizuki. Where Mizuki you press her again and it's kinda like chill. Fly around. With Yaoya you also just like... Press your burst and then just like jump around. Although I feel like they picked the wrong child character to do that kind of kit. Like it like that would make more sense with like Klee, you know? Or another more cheerful girl. But Yaya is supposed to be, you know, she's being trained by Madame Pink. She should actually have some real polearm skills. I feel like they probably would have made a similar kit for Klee if Klee got released later. I mean, there is Klee's burst that just goes automatically. It kinda has a similar vibe. You just don't need to jump or anything. But you increase the burst like output, but make it so that you don't need to spam normal charge attacks during it for good damage. Oops. Man, I don't remember the timings for Klee's cancels anymore.
紅に染まって散りなさい
So it's like... Yeah, like this. One basic and then the charge attack. It's like the go-to, the default, you know, just standing there wanting to do damage rotation with Klee. Alternative is N1 cancels. Or even N2. I used to think that this was difficult back in the day. Whoops. Okay, I got the third one. Teraz let's go to the teapot. Let's first take care of all the like, important stuff. Oh shoot! My plants weren't growing because I forgot to switch the layout. Oh no. Oh, it actually sucks. Hello, the gamer. Yeah, man. My plants. Also my friendship characters. Yo, I didn't get any friendship and I didn't get any plants. Oh no, friendship actually gets stored, okay? When I switch to the other layout, we'll be fine. I'll be able to claim the friendship properly. But my plants, man, my plants! Oh, I need to create these? Wait, do I just need... What is this? Hanging post. Why did I have it on the queue? I think I need it for one of the builds I had. I could... Oh no, I don't have any vials of adapter speed. I guess I might not be able to get all the Primogems now. If that's the case, that I'm still missing something. I forgot about this. I guess I was supposed to do this off stream. Like, you know, claim my furnishing. Like yesterday. And start crafting these. But imagine actually remembering the stuff you had to do. Okay, let's get the other sets. So where were we? Have we already started making Tunatlan ones? I think so. I think I already got Tunatlan sets. Here we go. Treading the untrodden path. Kinj and Ororon. Hello, Sayonara? The chat unfortunately isn't working under the stream. My app died again. It is what it is. Kinj Ororon. Oh yeah, this is where I need this extra fence. And I didn't craft it. Welp. Kinj Oron, and then we can already place the next one. Or actually no, the next one I can't place. Oh no, I can. Katina and Shironen. Oh my god, this is too big. What? Okay, it can intersect with other stuff. Ororon, Kinich, and do we have load for all the girls? Kachina, Shironen. Okay, there is load for everything. Is the tilted pyramid again? I mean, it's not YouTube chat itself, but rather the fact that I have an app that can handle YouTube chat. That is less stable than the ones that only handle Twitch chat. Looking 2%? 2% where? Just walk around and spam the chest finder. Cliff. What is that? Flower Feather Clan? Okay, somewhere here. There shouldn't be many underground areas here. Oh yeah, there is this like overground stuff though. Have we done all the world quests?
ここは植物が元気に育っていて気持ちがいい。
Yeah. I remember that I had not full completion in Flower Feather Clan for a while as well. I mean, just walk around and spam the compass, especially between the Flower Feather and the Masters of the Nightwind tribes. Because that's like an area where like you wouldn't really go too much. And it might still count towards Flower Feather Clan.
世話がうまいんだな。もしこの子たちが機嫌悪そうにしていたら、僕が話をしてみるから呼んでくれ。そういうことなら喜んで力になろう。
Also, regarding Flins, the upcoming Electro character, like we've already had multiple Electro guys, Ororon and Sinnoh, who seem really like badass and edgy when you first see them, but then they turn out to be total goofballs. Do you think that will be the same for Flins? Towards where? I'm thinking like here. I've had chests here actually. There's like a chest here that I haven't found. Because recently I went to find all the furniture chests that I've been missing, right? I just checked what pieces of furniture I don't have unlocked for all the sets from that LAN. And then the piece of furniture that I couldn't craft, I looked up online and like, where are they? And those like somewhere there, somewhere here. So like, yeah, this area, like along this river here, and all of these cliffs. Walk around and spam the compass. Some things cannot be found with the compass. Hello, Sage Nido. Some things cannot be found with the compass, so it might not help you find everything, but it should get you most of the way there. Also, here on the connection between the 5.0 and then the 5.1 maps, or was it 5.2 actually? Yeah, 5.0 and 5.2, right? Like here you can be missing some stuff because, you know, once again, not much reason to go here. It's like the in-between area. So yeah, on the outskirts especially. That's where I would go searching. Should I hide the chat for now if it's not working anyways? It looks so naked. I'm not sure if I like it. I think I like the broken chat more than lack of chat. What do you think?
集落にある舞台に似てるな。熱狂ターンテーブルまである。ライブできるじゃん。
Wait, what is this?
熱狂ターンテーブルで思い出したけど、いつになったら専属 DJ になる夢は叶うんだろう。米を作らないで済む日が来ればいけそうなんだけど。
No one being there, but it sounds. It looks so weird. But yeah, man, this stage. What is this piece of furniture? Huh. This is cool. It's big, but it's not oversized, and there is a DJ booth. DJ Klee. Okay, now I have to go back to Kinish, man.
Oh, 花に木。なかなか様になってるじゃねえか。お前の家に来たのかと勘違いするぐらいだぜ。ちびにち、懐かしいだろ。
ちびにち？
感動して泣いちゃいそうか？いっそのことこっちの友達に頼んで山ごと運び込んでもらったらどうだ？ここで夢の生活を楽しめば最高じゃないか。
お前にも居場所を探してやらないとな。しょっちゅう閉じ込められるやつにここは贅沢すぎる。
Who do you put in the next set of banners? You don't really care about the 5 stars? Man. I mean, if you pulled Mavuika, because like you just returned, right? You just returned to Genshin after a while, and now you pulled Mavuika, right? Citlali is the best Mavuika support by far. You could even argue that the more OP character is Citlali. I mean, what's OP is their synergy. But Mavuika without Citlali is really not that much stronger than previous DPSs. I mean, I was talking with Sage. Who asked about banners. Wait. Also, you were farming for Mavuika, no? X3? Are you farming for a character you don't own? That's just wasting materials. Oh, you haven't gotten Mavuika. You are trying to, but you're not sure if you will. Okay. Even if you don't get Mavuika, Citlali can still be... Oh, he does have Mavuika. Okay, that's all the more confusing. Citlali is pretty broken even if you don't... even if you don't own Mavuika. She's still amazing for like Arlecchino. Although I guess you don't have Arlecchino either. Or Gaming. And I guess you might not have Gaming either. Those are the carries she works best with. I guess if you don't have any of them... If you don't have Gaming, Arlecchino or Mavuika, maybe skipping Citlali is fine. And then pulling Inefa. For the... in preparation of the Notcry meta. Could be the better play. I also absolutely love Inefa. If I had like a naked blank account starting in 5.8, I would definitely pull Inefa. Because I do love her, and like, you know, disregarding any synergies or whatever with other characters. You have any new characters? I mean, Mavuika and Molani are pretty new as well. Like, they are not from the last 3 patches, but I would still consider Mavuika to be new. Okay, Arlecchino. Level 90, max normal attack, yeah, that's what matters the most. The other two are kinda irrelevant, yeah. You only press the burst for healing and the skill just doesn't really do anything. Damage-wise. I mean, it's important for her kid, but yeah, it doesn't do damage. Deathmatch is fine. R1 only though, which is unfortunate. But yeah. Low base attack is not much of an issue, because you have Bennett, and then high crit rate is very nice, but yeah. So, attack goblets aren't really great to begin with, because you have Bennett. And then you also have a low base attack weapon, which makes an attack goblet even worse. So I do not like this attack goblet at all here. And the subs are like fine, but nothing insane. Would be nice to have pyro damage. Yeah, you could just craft, like, all your other pieces are pretty amazing, and the goblet is quite a stinker. You could try crafting a pyro goblet on set. And it's guaranteed to be at least this good. Because if you choose crit and crit damage as your substats, you are guaranteed 2 rolls into them. So it's guaranteed to be this good or better. Yeah, probably will be a good move. No EM. If you are just playing Overload, with like Chevrus, Bennett, Off-field Electro and Arlecchino, then yeah, this is fine. If you want to play Vape or Melt though, you'd want more EM. 91 to 23, pretty nice. Yeah, that's not really needed at all. Fragment is the best set. I would usually just say to not farm and Whimsy, because the domain is pretty niche. But if you already have good pieces, this is the best set. Yeah, it's just the opportunity cost of farming it is kinda high. If you want a review, X3, you need to redeem. Oh, I'm showing the chat, but yeah, you can't. There is, yeah, the chat is broken. In the chat though, I posted the review command. You need to like drop a follow, and then you get enough points to redeem a review, and you can pick one character that I will check out and, you know, recommend what you should be working on. Like, yeah, the goblet here, for example. Thank you very much for the follow. And then Nuvilet, here the talent levels actually do matter a bit. Like, yeah, normal attack is the vast majority of his damage, but the other skills also do solid damage. Our characters are bad. The worse your characters are, the better it is for you to redeem a review, right? Because if I just look at the character and say everything's okay, then there was like no value gained, right? Other than some validation, I guess. But if your characters actually have issues, then I can, you know, point them out and help you out. So leveling up his skill and burst, also valuable to, like, you know, you should get the skill to 8 as well. And then ideally crown the normal if you use him often. Tomb best weapon, of course. HP is good, yep. HP subs as well are pretty nice. HP Goblet can also be a good play if you are playing him with Furina, which ideally you are, right? If you're playing with Furina, you already get so much damage bonus from her that an HP Goblet can be better, although it's not like a big difference. Hydro is also fine. If your HP Goblets have worse substats, because this is kinda sick, then keep this. 56 with plus 36, you have 90 crit rate, 2 to 59 crit damage. Would be nice to have even a bit more. Have those extra few subs. Because you didn't roll crit rate at all pretty much here. Mostly just HP. But it's okay. Then 18 ER with Furina you should be fine. And Marshus of course is a must. No point aside from the flex. Yeah, you can always try to flex. But I will try to find even, like, the better the build, the more nitpicky I'm gonna be. So, X3, if you want to get the review now, you have to redeem the character review channel point reward under the chat. Wait. Here underneath the chat you should have a channel point thingy. You have to first are the useless power-ups. But yeah, here character review. You have to click this and type your UID and the character you want, and like a UID, right? That's an example. I think Kamano is gonna be A or S rank. At first I was fairly certain he would be an A. Especially when there were some, like... it looked like he was supposed to be in the beta. Like, for example, on Hakushin you could see like some trace data for Manato. But it appears he's not gonna be here, yeah, like he's no longer here. And he didn't get dripped. Like, at this point we know he's not coming 2.2. I was fairly certain he would come to point 2 and then he would have to be an A rank, but now that he is getting delayed, there can be two reasons, right? There are two possibilities why he's getting delayed. Number one, he's still meant to be an A rank, but they just don't have the kit ready, right? They need more, he needs more time in the oven, maybe they weren't happy with what they did. Because they were already quite far in development, because they already had animations ready, a bunch of them, because he would already pop up in 2.1 in the story, right? And there was even more in the data. You could even dig up more animations like his ult from the data in 2.1. But he's not here. So yeah, either needs more time in the oven, or is getting promoted to an S rank and pushed back to 2.3. I feel like the second option is more likely given what we have seen. Just a few days ago, before the seed drip marketing, I would tell you almost guaranteed A rank in 2.2. But yeah, not anymore. He's not in 2.2, so I would give him like a 70% chance of being an S rank. Shark Girl and Bike Girl. It's Molani and Mavujka, come on. It's useful to learn their names. Okay.
私ダンスなら自信があるんだけど、ここで踊ってみてもいいかな。
Christina's so cute, man.
本当？観客になってくれるの？嬉しいよ。がっかりさせないように頑張るから。
He has an A on his jacket? I got 100%, very nice. So my advice did help. That's very nice. Can I open this when I'm climbing? No, I can't. Just curious. You didn't actually redeem the reward. X3. Okay, let's gather everyone up. Why is the damage so high? Because he actually has build characters. And you don't have build characters. Yeah, let's move this to the side, by the way. Oh, yeah, because it was being... It took up too much place. I'll give you a precious chest. Lovely. So this is the one I can't craft. Yeah, for Kinich only. Chaska and Aoife here. Oh, this is quite a nice build. Oh, and they cannot make anything else because they share materials. Aoife. Both characters from the Flower Feather clan. Okay, now it works. Oh, so do you have actually characters in your... Oh yeah, you do have characters here, nice. So who would want me to check? You don't think any of the male S ranks look like S ranks? Nah, like Hugo could never be an A rank. Hugo could never be an A rank for sure. Harumasa and Lighter, okay, I could see it. I love Lighter by the way, but I could see it. But Hugo is definitely heavily S. Nobody just don't look important. I mean, this is something that in Zenless quite a few characters can suffer from. It's not necessarily like a bad thing, not necessarily suffer from, but the designs are more like down to earth often. Not always, but often. Like Yanagi, for example. The only thing that makes Yanagi S rank is like her chest size, but even then, Pulchra is A. What can you go with for as your main team? If you have... Oh my... So Mavuka is definitely gonna be your highest damage option, but you do need some supports for her as well. You could try playing Mavuka and Mualani together. The idea is that you just ult with Mavuka and then you like go to Mualani and use her skill to do the Sharky bites, while Mavuka applies off-field pyro. Because Mualani needs to vaporize her hits. If the enemy is affected by pyro and then you do a hydro hit, then bam, you get a vaporize, double the damage. So Mualani and Mavuyka can both be played in one team and work pretty well together. Although Mualani can be pretty finicky to play. So if you're like, if you aren't too dedicated of a Genshin player, then Mualani, you could find her quite annoying, actually. So I'm not sure. Chichi is garbage. You should never play Chichi anywhere. You have Bennett. You have Bennett, you have Jean. Those are actually good characters. Especially Bennett, who is the best character. But Chichi is absolute garbage. But yeah, Bennett is the best character in the game and he's also a healer. If you really love Chichi, it's fine to play her, but she will hold you back no matter what. She does nothing. But yeah, Bennett is the best character in the game. You just have to give him more energy recharge ideally. Give him ER Suns. And he's already good to go, honestly, and level up his burst a bit more. But yeah, if you want to use Bennett, Bennett doesn't really work well with Mualani because Mualani is an HP scaler. Bennett gives an attack buff. That's why he's the best character in the game, because he gives a huge attack buff. But Mualani scales with her HP, not her attack. So they don't have good synergy. The fact that Bennett has been power crafted is insane to you. We did get a Bennett side grade in Yansan. Yansan can be better for like Varesa. And that's kinda it. She's better for Varesa and worse for everybody else. You have no team at the moment. I mean, probably something. Maybe leave Mualani aside for now and just focus on Mavuyka. Play Mavuyka with Bennett. Then, in order for Mavuyka to work properly, you do need at least one other character from that LAN. I guess like Mualani is an option, but you would probably be better off with Kachina. And then some Hydro character like Xingqiu. Like yeah, Mavuyka. Bennett, wait, I can go in game actually. Open the team setup. Whoa! Is there no quick? Yeah, okay, no. So, yeah, Mavuyka will be your main DPS, of course. She is the best character in the game and you own her. Then Bennett for sure, as your healer. Best healer in the game. Best buffer as well. Then you need some sorts of Hydro Pyro. Yansan. Oh, you have Yansan? That's amazing. Yeah, Yansan for sure. Yansan is an Atlant character and she's one of the best to pair with Mavuyka. She's part of her best team, or like one of her best teams. And then, ideally, the best character here to complete the one of the best teams in the game would be Citlali. Where is Citlali? Yeah, this is one of the best teams in the game, or possibly the best team in the game. But if you don't have Citlali, you need some other way to apply Cryo or Hydro. Probably Hydro will be easier. So just like Xingqiu. Probably like this. And he gives you like damage reduction. Now mana is pretty bad. Xingqiu gives you damage reduction. The chat might be back. Oh! Yes it is. Thanks. Did you notice in the browser window? Where I didn't remove it? Yeah. So Xingqiu works fairly well. He also gives you damage reduction because both Bennett and Yansan can heal you, but Yansan doesn't heal that much and Bennett only heals until 70% HP, so they can leave you still a bit vulnerable, but Xingqiu gives you damage reduction, which is an incredible defensive utility. So yeah, a team like this would work fairly well. Xingqiu the GOAT. Yeah, he's still pretty great, although he is falling behind more than Bennett nowadays, because there is like Furina. Yelan has existed for a while. And then the biggest hit for Bennett was actually not any Hydro character, but Citlali. Because Citlali made it so that Melt is actually the way to go for Pyro characters. You don't have Xingqiu? Oh my god. You missed every Lantern Ride? Well, that's a shame. Shoot. That's terrible. And what, Kaya? Kaya for Melts? probably your best bet at that point. Go Kaya and try melting. But you don't have C6 Kaya for sure. And Kaya without C6... Oh, you do have Xingqiu. Level 1. Okay, great. Yeah, then Xingqiu. That should be one of the better teams you can make. Yeah. Because the issue with Mualani is that there aren't that many good teammates for Mualani. And when you have very limited character options, it's even rougher. I guess, in another way, at least you don't need anybody else for Mualani. Like, you have Mavuika, so you can already make a Mualani team, but... Yeah. You'd like to, like, maybe Citlali, maybe Shilonen. So yeah, this is probably the best you can make right now. Okay, so where were we? So I guess let's review the Bennett and say what you should do here. With regards to build them, I mean, you have to start somewhere. Yeah, at the start, focus on leveling Mavuika and getting her artifacts. Mavuika really needs the Natlan set. Mavuika really needs Obsidian Codex to perform well, right? This gives you 40 crit rate, so that's pretty sweet. So you farm this domain. Also, Jansan uses the other set. So there are two sets, right? Scroll and Obsidian Codex. Best DPS set in the game, Mavuika plays it. And then this is the best support set in the game, and Jansan plays it, right? You can do the domain, then go there and unlock it. You can just walk and reach it eventually. Vegetate characters? What do you mean? You mean Dendro? You have Dendro MC, unless you didn't complete the Sumeru story. I don't need to do the Sumeru story, just need to walk and get the statue, right? But yeah, like Dendro MC, Xingqiu, and ideally Shinobu. And you can have a Hyper Bloom team as well. Yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, okay, so let's like properly review at least one. You can beat the domain. You can try co-op. Also, Mavuika is one of the best characters to use in that domain. So if you just build your Mavuika a bit, it will become easier and easier. But yeah, your band is already level 90, so that's nice. Although, one thing that I noticed, a lot of your characters are at level 90, even like the supports. While this is not really something you should be focusing on, getting your character from 80 to 90 is often not that big of a deal. Some characters it matters a lot if they rely on specific reactions. Like if you want your Venti to rely on swirl damage, he needs to be 90, so that's good. But yeah, like your Razor doesn't really need to be 90 with a physical build. Your healers definitely do not need to be 90. Your Xiao could be 80 as well and would be fine, right? It's okay to level them eventually, but if you're short on resources, do not level them all the way. Leave them on 80, right? You only have C3, but C1 is the most important one, so that's good. C6 will be nice to get eventually, though. For the talent levels, you want to level up his burst after you are done with Mavuika's talents, right? You want to level up your Bennett's burst more. The other ones can stay low. Favonius never a bad option, so that's fine. You'll want to level it up eventually, though, because Bennett relies on base attack to have a bigger buff, so he wants a leveled weapon. Weapons you do want to level. Characters can stay low. Weapons need to be high. And I see that it's mostly like the other way around. Okay, you have some level 90 weapons. But you have some under-leveled weapons as well. And the weapon levels usually matter more than character levels. Like, you know, from 80 to 90. Okay, C6 Xiangling, that's nice. 4 Piece on Blaze is a good set, but you would want to have... I mean... I guess HP and healing bonus are fine. Ideally, you would want to go crit rate on the hat, because in order to get particles from Favonius Sword, you do need to crit, right? And you don't have crit rate. You never crit. So you'll never get the particles from Favonius Sword. So you would kinda need the crit rate hat. HP Goblet can stay. Ideally you can go damage bonus and he still heals more than enough, but HP is okay. A bit more healing. For the Suns you would want to go energy recharge though. You just need to get your burst up as often as possible. That's what matters most with Bennett. Other stats don't really matter to him. And then you'll want to... Actually, Feather can stay on level, that's fine. You don't need levels on the Feather on Bennett. So yeah, try to get ER Suns and level them up, and try to get the crit rate hat. And he will be good to go. But once again, after Mavuika is already in like more fighting shape, Ascension 6. With like talent levels 8 or something, right? And then you can focus on your supports. Okay, where were we? Praying that Llama is completely broken. We get some sus leaks about Llama. Let me get Klee back in the team. That's all I care about. That she's gonna enable Lunar Bloom, I mean, feels quite likely. Lunar Bloom is definitely gonna be a thing. And apparently it has good synergy with Nilu. Maybe it can revive Nilu after all these years. I wonder if it could be a buff to Hyper Bloom as well. We'll have to see how Lunar Bloom works. Because you hear Lunar Bloom and you might think, oh man, Hyper Bloom will be even more broken. But Lunar Charged is worse than Electro Charged. It's a weaker reaction. It deals less damage. The only thing that's good about Lunar Charged is that it enables Inefa to deal all the damage she can deal. And Inefa's damage is great, right? But Lunar Charge itself, it's weaker than Electro Charged. It deals less damage. So Lunar Bloom doesn't have to be better than regular Bloom. It might be actually worse.
こりゃ火翼の集いと同じ特徴の建物だな。俺の家もこのスタイルで結構気に入ってんだ。
But it will probably enable Lauma to do some cool stuff. Hopefully, potentially, we'll see. Or maybe she will power up the Lunar Blooms somehow through her kit. But yeah, I guess the Lunar reactions being worse than the regular counterparts isn't necessarily like a bad thing. At least you will not feel like you need... you will not feel like you need not Klee characters to properly play the game, right? It's just the not Klee characters themselves rely on Lunar reactions. Which makes sense. I guess that's pretty decent game design. Because making it so that the new reactions are just like strictly superior, and then every Electro Charge team forever will have to play Inefa or a different not Klee character to even function, yeah, that would be kinda scuffed. I guess maybe like they could have balanced it a bit more so the damage is a bit closer. Neither does major damage anyways. We'll have to see with Bloom. Because you can actually have teams that primarily deal damage through Blooms or Hyper Blooms. You cannot have teams that primarily deal damage through Electro Charged. Because the reaction is just too weak. So we have to see. With a more damage oriented reaction. You're saving the Inazuma quest. You have a long way ahead of you. But also a lot of fun content to complete. The Fontaine Archon quest especially is absolute cinema. But all the other ones are good as well.
丸っこい形をしてるが、見た目よりもずっと中は広くなってる。ん？玉ねぎみたいだって？そうか？
It looks like an Thank you very much, please give me more Primo Gems for the follow. This kinda look like an onion.
火翼の集い風だな。集落に来たばかりの頃は何一つ気に入らなかった。毎日のように気球を破ったり足場を壊したりして。騒ぎが大きくなったら逃げ出すんだ。
Just cause a menace.
なのにいつの間にかこの景色を愛おしく思うようになった。
It does track that Chaska, baby Chaska would be a menace. She was brought up by Sorians after all. Okay. Yoink everything. Man, why does this category exist? At least it should be like on the right, because whenever you click outdoor set, it opens like the regular sets first. There are like only a handful. They haven't updated them since the teapot came out. And yeah, it's like one extra click to get to the real sets, man. Minor annoyance. Okay, Oron and Sidlali. If I put on the side, maybe I can fit another one. Oh no, they all share, like the trees or something. Because what am I missing now? Oh wait, it's this. Okay, now I can place both. Good. So this is Oron and Sitlali, and this is Jansan and Varesa. Okay, they both fit. Oh, this looks so nice. These trees are lovely. Yo, I need to put them in my Inazuman build. So Varesa, Jansan, And then the granny and the grandson. I think it should be... No, it's Varesa. Who's ready to talk with me now? I should put them not as close together.
北条の国とそっくり。トレーニング機材まで全部一緒だ。落ち着くな。旅って新鮮なものばかりで楽しいけど、ずっと好奇心に駆られっぱなしじゃ疲れちゃうもんな。ここならセカンドホームって感じでゆっくりできるし、君にも会える。悩みは全部チュドーンだね。
チュドーン! Oh, we don't have to move at all? Hello, Jansen.
家具の設置ご苦労さん。自分の家に帰ってきたみたいな気分だぜ。でも屋根の向こうに青山が見えないのはまだあんまり慣れないな。暇があれば北条の国にもぜひ来てくれ。私がもてなすよ。落ち着ける家があるのはいいことだが、それに甘んじて足を止めると人生が無駄になっちゃうからな。
Okay. Oh, she's so slow without like the Chiori speed and the Anemo resonance.
別にここまでする必要なかったのに。私ホームシックになんかならないから。興味があるならこういう配置の意味とか神秘的な伝統を教えてあげてもいいけどね。こういうものは男の子の部屋に置かない方がいいとか、逆に女の子の部屋にはこれがまずいとか。まああんまり気にしないで。君の命と盟友はすごく強いもの。妖魔だって恐れちゃうほどよ。
Okay, where did Orron go now?
ここの調度品を眺めていると小さい頃を思い出す。あの頃は背丈の高い家具に手が届かず、やっとのことで登っていたが、大きくなってからは低いものをよく見るためにかがまないといけなくなった。逆に体を小さくしないといけなくなったんだ。
Okay, that's another 4 done. Yoink everything. And this should be the last sets. Oh yeah, the very last set actually. Just for Ifa and nobody else. And yeah, we still don't have one of the Kinich sets. But I just haven't crafted the fences, I like forgot about them, man. Unfortunately, I wanted to be like done with this before the next patch. It doesn't matter too much. Like it won't take much time to do. But I just wanted to have like, you know, the checklist all like marked off.
どれも実用的だな。せっかくだし一式揃えてみたらどうだ。竜を育てるなら間違いない選択だ。竜を飼ってないならそうだな。パイモンを飼うのにも適してる。ところでパイモンは何の生き物なんだ。
He does actually question Paimon. Very few people do. Some people have had theories that somehow Paimon kinda manipulates the memories of others. So that like even if they were to question her, they get like brainwashed or something automatically. Automatic brainwashing. But some people do question her. Like Ifahir or like Heizo before in his hangout. This is a nice little furniture set as well. Could use it somewhere. Okay, so we are done with the outdoor sets. Now we need to go back inside to the indoor ones. I didn't yoink Aoife. Whatever, that's fine. Oh, we already have instant Dahlia.
教会が私に用意してくれた部屋にもこういう家具が揃ってるんですよ。なんだか家に帰ってきたみたいな気分です。この場所を美しく彩るために尽くしてくれた偉大なる旅人に心からの感謝を。君のために生花を作り、その偉業を称えましょう。え？大げさでした？
Man, this tavern music from Atlan is such a banger. Okay. Yoink. There should be one for Skark here as well. Oh, here we go. Off-settled thoughts. Sumerian library thingy. This one. It's pretty small, so maybe I can fit something else as well. But I can't quite put it here. No, then I probably can fit two at once. I think if I can put two sets here at the same time. I mean, I will try. The next one is Garb for Glorious Gourmet. This one, right? Yeah. Okay, it fit. And this was for just Escoffier. Okay, but before I continue, I will go for a quick bathroom break, and I will be right back with more Genshin. We'll get all of these Primo Gems, and then I will probably just like walk around, grab some wood or something. Oh yeah, and do a bit of the rhythm gaming as well. Okay, so be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the delay.
私はかつて博識な人物になりたかった。宇宙を旅し、さまざまな奇妙な生物や自然現象を見て回りたいと思っていたのだ。過ぎ去った思いは戻らない。それでも書物を眺めていると昔を思い出して懐かしくなる。ここで試作にふければ心も体も少しは軽くなるかもしれないな。
This character is quite a lovely character. I do probably like her more than I expected I would. I need to read her character stories. Like, the issue with character stories is that whenever a new character comes out, like, you need to first get their friendship, right? To unlock all the character stories. But by the time I get to higher friendship, I kinda lose the desire or just like forget that I'm supposed to read them. I could always read them like somewhere else, I could always read them on like the wiki, but that doesn't feel as good, doesn't feel as organic. So I prefer reading them in game. But then yeah, the waiting process is annoying. I used to read every character's stories for like a year or two. But then eventually, yeah, I stopped. I need to like get back to that.
なかなかこだわってるじゃない。ここの調度品はホテルドゥボールと遜色ないくらいよ。清潔で美しさにもこだわった環境はそれだけで食欲を大きく引き立たせてくれるの。まるで一流のシェフに料理を振る舞ってもらおうと待っていたかのようね。いや、まさか私のことを待っていた。まあいいわ。そういうことなら引き受けましょう。お腹が空いたらいつでも呼んで、すぐに料理を作ってあげるわ。
まさか。I know, this like cheerful high-pitched Escoffier is kind of weird. I'm more used to the like Gordon Ramsay Escoffier. Hello, Pat. Okay, where were we? This, yep, got Escoffier here. Okay, and now all the Natlan sets. Oh, Mavuika is on both of these. So it's Mavuika Chaska and then just Mavuika. I should be able to place Mavuika so that she like counts for both. Oh. Unless I don't have enough chairs. Well. Okay, then what is this? Kachina, Sitlali and Varesa. Kachina, Sitlali, Varesa, and Mavuika, and Chaska. Good thing I fit everybody, like this could have been max load, but they did increase max load recently. I mean, by recently I mean like a year ago.
腹6分目ぐらいまで食べて、暖炉で手足をポッカポカに温めて、コップ半分くらいのお水を飲んで、それから寝よっと。フルーツ味の夢が見れるかも。えへへ。
Okay, still lined up.
こういう落ち着いたレイアウトは結構好きよ。自分の部屋にいる時と一緒で誰にも邪魔されないし、うちより綺麗だし、ね。
There are 5 people here.
安心して宅配が来なければ散らかすこともないから。
Okay, now it's Mavuika.
わざわざ私のために執務室を用意してくれたのか？気を使わせてしまったな。考え事をするときはいつも談義室を歩き回ってしまう。無意識に物の位置を変えたり、それよりもっとおかしなことをしながらな。例えば粘素テーブルランプのカバーを何度も拭いてみたり、モコモコ打銃の木彫りに乗ってみたり。思考を刺激してくれるから君も試してみるといい。
If you don't get your movie cassette, then you'll skip everybody until Ali/Columbina. Yeah, that won't happen. Okay, now it's just... I'm like 100% sure you will... how do you say this? The lion pulls when he goes on skip gems, yeah. You will Hydra! That's one way to say this, yes. Although, no, this would be more like...
テーブルの匂いか。なんだかホッとするな。双方が調停を受け入れてこのテーブルについてくれれば、事態はなんとか収まるものなんだ。
Hydroink is when a new character comes out and you are instantly like, oh my god, I need her. But if you say that you won't pull, but then you actually give up and pull anyways, that's to pull a Sayonara. That's to Saya. Oh, to cave, yeah. I was like, what verb do you use? Yeah, you would cave. We're getting them terms, there is lore.
調停で一番手を焼くのは頑固者なんとか交渉のテーブルまで引っ張ってくることだからな。テーブルに着いた後どういう風に合意するかはだいたいテーブルに着く前にすでに決まってるがな。
Now I feel like some other people are even more primo-gemless. Like, I don't know, Gonael maybe? There are some people that literally never have more than one pull on their account.
あれどこどこここの家具ってレイアウトが綺麗だよね。工夫されてるなって感じるよ。きっと大変だったでしょ。手が必要な時があったら遠慮なく声をかけてね。
If I were to like pick one thing that you do specifically, would be to just instantly redeem squads the moment you come into the chat. Nobody else does this ever. Actually, not nobody else. There is that one other guy. The guy that also writes weird lines. He would also sometimes just come in and redeem squads. I don't remember his name though. You don't have the compass for Sumeru? My god. Then you can get a lot of Mora from the reputation quests and artifact mats as well. Wait, did they update the old reputation quests to give you artifact mats? EXP? Or only the new ones? It's probably only the new ones, actually. Still a lot of Mora. Yeah.
他のことはさておき、整理整頓はまあまあ得意な方だから少しは役に立てると思うんだ。
Man, so many primo gems. Yeah, I actually got like what, 500 primos so far? I had less than 6k when I was calculating earlier how many pulls I can get this patch. And I think that was after I claimed the primos from the event. So I got like, yeah, 5 to 600 primo gems just from setting up the furniture. And I've already had most of them completed. It's only like the characters from last year. By the time the new Stygian comes, it will be next patch. Because Stygian does not come day one of the patch. Stygian comes 8 days or 10 days after the patch launches. I think it's 8. So on the next Thursday. After the patch. We will not have time to build our Inefa otherwise. That's the idea here. That you pull the new character, build them, and then use them in Stygian. There should be a Varesa set as well with all the food. Nah, this Stygian ends. It doesn't reset, it ends, right? This will be gone, and then there will be no Stygian for 8 days. Can you sit on this bench? Oh, you can, that's kinda nice. Can I sit on the other side as well? Oh, I can. That's pretty nice. Man, the small characters are so cute when they sit down like this. Some of my favorite animations in all of Genshin. So small.
ここを見ていると盛大な宴が目に浮かぶな。賑やかな雰囲気の中で大勢がテーブルを囲い、杯を交わし、美食を堪能するんだ。場所も整っているし、宴の準備は万端なのだが、あとは心躍る競技会がいるな。酒につまみが必要であるように、宴会にも祝う理由がなくてはならない。理由があれば気分はより高まる。その方が喜びを十分に味わえるだろう。
Okay, and with this, I can just leave her here. With this, we have done everything but one set. Oh yeah, I sometimes forget, I don't need to actually like talk with Tabby anymore. If you like click here and here. Yeah, I can access all the Tabby menus without even talking to Tabby. Feels bad, man, though. Tabby has been replaced by just UI elements, man. Yeah, so yeah, now I can grab the friendship. And the 30 coins I have gotten since I went to my teapot. But yeah, because last time I forgot to switch back to my regular realm, my plants did not grow at all, they were frozen in time. The game even warns you, if you switch layouts, your plants won't grow. And they would have been ready, man. They would have been ready. Such a tragedy. How will I recover? I even had some good plants, like silk flowers. Speaking of good plants, let me collect some plants. Let's stock up on sweet flowers, so that I won't have to bother with so I won't be bothered with collecting plants. Next patch. We're gonna have a new exploration. Man, next patch is gonna be so hype. Whee! Wait, do I want to jump down? Yes, but not this way. Why did I jump down this way? This way we wanna go. Oh my god. Is something the last 5.x patch? Yes. After 5.8 we are getting Not Cry. The Song of the Welkin Moon. They did say in the livestream before that they are gonna change how they like name the patches, starting with Not Cry. So I'm actually low-key expecting that 6.0 will actually not be called 6.0, but instead something different. Like they will just call it Song of Welkin Moon .0 or something. Or Not Cry .0. Pressure being better than ice damage for Miyabi? Nah, for Miyabi you usually don't go pen ratio. Because you can have lighter. Unless you play lighter Lucy. If you play lighter Lucy then sure. But if you play any other team, you should just go ice damage. Is there a reason to do that? I mean, the reason to do that would be so that Chapter 6 comes out in 6.0. Because Chapter 6 is gonna be Sneznaya, right? We have the Travail trailer. And we know that Chapter 6 is Sneznaya. And then Chapter 6 would come out in 7.0, which would be weird. So that would be the reason.
We had no time to say goodbye. So let's not call it that.
But yeah, it's like Ellen that plays pen ratio. Or Evelyn. But both for Ellen and Evelyn, the reason why you play pen ratio is because you have lighter. So if you don't have lighter, you just play damage bonus.
The war has already begun. It is just a continuation of past battles. The gods goad us on with the promise of their 7 treasures. Rewards for the worthy, the doorway to divinity. Yet buried in the depths of this world lies smoldering remains, a warning to those that dare trespass. That throne in the sky is not reserved for you. But mortal arrogation never stops. None will escape the flames. See for
And the
yourself.
fact that Genshin got such a banger story trailer immediately.
The dragon who defended Mondstadt for a millennium finally faces his perturbation. What does freedom really mean when demanded of you by a god? The god of contracts, senselessly slaughtered as his people watched on in horror. In the end, he will sign the contract to end all contracts. In the secluded land of the immortal Shogun, the Bakufu rules eternal. But what do mortals see of the eternity chased after by their god? The god of wisdom's enemy is wisdom itself, and the oasis of knowledge is a mirage in the desert of ignorance. In the city of scholars, there is...
Newman should have been a 5-star? I mean, if she was a Geo 5-star in 1.0, she probably just like would get more power creep than Eula at this point. I don't know, I guess she would do a bit better than Eula, because at least you can play like Shilonen or Chiori. But like it would feel worse for those who pulled Ningguang. Like she would not fare well nowadays as a reactionless DPS from 1.0. So at least now, if you are a Ningguang fan, like, you know, at least you didn't waste any pity pulling her, right? And she would have been just as bad as she is right now. Thank you very much, Simki1, for the follow. But yeah, she is pretty important actually, and has quite a lot of story presence as well. I mean, yeah, she has decent story presence. She could have been the 5-star over Catching. But I guess they just figured that Catching has the more appealing design than Ningguang to like a broader audience. I know that some people really love Ningguang, but Catching probably is more popular between the two of them. The fact that Catching is a 5-star might play a bit of a role in that, in Catching's popularity. Maybe if they swapped rarities, Ningguang would be slightly more popular and Catching slightly less. But I feel like people would like Catching overall a bit more. I, to be honest, am not that crazy about either of them, so I don't really care. I really liked Ningguang gameplay early on. I remember one of the first Genshin like videos I watched was like a Ningguang burst showcase against some boss. I don't even remember what boss, but like, you know, they had like R5 lost prayers. It was like some Chinese whale or something. They had like R5 lost prayers, and they were one-shotting bosses with Ningguang. Of course, Bennett Mona. Bennett Mona R5 lost players, and yeah. They went to town with Ningguang. I was like, damn! What a whale. Imagine, back then I was like, imagine pulling 5-star weapons. Or like, yeah, you have 5-star weapons, so it's not really that impressive. It took me less than like... It took me like half a patch before I started pulling 5-star weapons. I quickly changed my mind.
It's a push for folly, yet the god of wisdom makes no argument against it. The god of justice lives for the spectacle of the courtroom, seeking to judge all other gods. But even she knows not to make an enemy of the divine. The rules of war are woven in the womb. The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. When the god of war shares...
I mean, the strategy was just to pull when you wanted both weapons. Is a new trailer? No, this is literally the first trailer we ever got for Genshin. I mean, maybe like some character trailers, maybe like Kaya or whatever trailer came out. But this came out before the game, or like when the game came out. This is the Travail trailer that got released on 28th of September 2020. Yeah, so this was just when the game came out. That's like the release date, no? 28th of September? New and carried Abyss runs and always will. I mean, hopefully we'll get more Geo buffs in Not Cry, Hopium. But none of the characters really looked that Geo. You never saw it. Oh. It has like, it was released in 1.0, but it has like, you know, a line or two about every chapter. Although the further we get, the more vague they get, I guess. But yeah, like the first weapon banner where I pulled was the Klee weapon banner which had Lost Prayers and Gravestone. I wanted both. If I got Lost Prayers, I would play it on Klee. If I got Gravestone, I would play it on Razor. I got Gravestone, and then I just got Solar Pearl from the BP for Klee. And then I would have gotten this, like, if I got Prayers, then I would have picked Serpent Spine for my Razor and played Prayers on Klee. So I had, like, strategy for both. Then I pulled... I think the next weapon banner I pulled was in 1.3. Oh no, did I pull Vortex Vanquish? No, I got Vortex Vanquisher later. I pulled Staff of Homa, got it first try. But I didn't get Kutao. Varka will come home. Varka looks super cool. You still don't have a 5-star book, so you still use Solar Pearl on Klee.
Shares this secret with the traveler. It is because she has her reasons.
But there are, like, some people are saying Ningguang should be a 5-star because she's in the Travail trailer. But there are at least 2 other 4-stars here, right? Like, there is Lynette, and then there is Yansan. So being a 4-star in the Travail trailer is not really anything special. They're like, what? Diluc is 1, then we have Ayaka, that's 2, 3, 4. We have 4 confirmed 5-stars and 3 confirmed 4-stars. It's almost 50-50. And we don't know anything about like the Sneznayans. I mean, it's Pulcinella who's probably not even gonna be playable actually. Nah, Snena's a 5-star. Come on. And they counted Linnae.
She is a god with no love left for her people, nor do they have any left for her.
And yeah, this is Act 6 Sneznaya, right? So like the reason why I even played this trailer is because I was saying that like they mentioned that they're gonna start naming the versions differently in Not Cry. That it might not be 6.0. And then Fat was like, what's the point? And that's the point. Because Act 6 is Sneznaya, and I don't think they're gonna change this. So Not Cry is like Act 5.5 or Act like Special. It's gonna the quest is gonna just be titled probably Song of the Waking Moon, but then the version has to also have a title. Nah, Sino's fine. Sino's fine. He's not any worse than the rest of the Sumeru cast. Let's say it like that. Than the rest of the Sumeru 5-stars. They all kind of fell off, but yeah. Usually it just makes too much sense to be a 5-star. Where the whole scene was so 5-star coated. I mean, they needed a set amount of 4 stars at launch to make the game more appealing. I guess they could have. I mean, they wanted Niwang to be in 1.0, but the 1.0 5 stars on the banner were Venti and Klee, right? So that was already planned. So then every other 5 star would have to be a standard 5 star. I guess we didn't have any Geo 5 stars on the standard banner. So she could have made some sense on the standard banner, but they had like a specific number of characters they wanted to be on the standard banner. And there was no space for Ningguang, so she had to be a 4 star. Would soon electrocharge work? Kinda? If you have no other electro DPS or Nuvilet, then Sinnoh probably would be your best bet actually. He's not that bad in an electrocharge team. And you need electro hydro DPSs. Like, it doesn't work if you try a different DPS. Trying to play a non-hydro electro DPS against the Cactus is like trying to play a non-cryo DPS against the Automaton in this one. I feel like Catching has more lines though. Catching has more story presence. And yeah, once again, probably like they had a choice. Make Catching a 5 star or make Ningguang a 5 star. And they decided that Catching's design will be more appealing to people. And I mean, we have the entire like Catching mains. One of the bigger like Genshin communities. Catching mains used to be like the theory crafting community in Genshin. It kind of fell off. Since its glory days, still make guides though. And yeah, they banded together over the love of Catching. There are no Ningguang mains. Or I mean, you probably could find some, but it's gonna be like just 5 people sharing Ningguang fan art. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Her followers hope only to be on her side when the day of her rebellion against the divine comes at last. In the perpetual meantime of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream. But in the hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall, there are those who dream of dreaming.
This could be any act, because this is act glitchy. So like if Kanria was the next chapter, they could have made like a version 6.0. But yeah, because Shinazaya is Act 6, it has to stay Act 6. Like, I don't think they will move that around. They could, but I don't think they want to. Yeah, the Ningguang skin is pretty lovely. Gotta say.
A few are chosen and the rest are dregs. But I say we humans have our humanity. We will defy this world with a power from beyond. Now, you who has set foot in this world, your journey has reached its end, but one final doorway remains.
And we already know how the story will end as well.
Step forth if you have understood the meaning of your journey. Defeat me. Command me to step aside.
We will fight
Show
with
me
Dainsleif
that you are worthier than I
at the
to
very
rescue
end.
her. Then, the threads of all fate will be yours to reweave.
It's gonna be so peak.
My memory has all but faded completely. But I will always remember how much she too loved these flowers.
This is such a banger trailer, man. All the way back in 1.0. Odkąd to jest Shinazaya, chapter Kanria. After Act 6 Shinazaya, we have Act Glitch Kanria. And if you're wondering what comes after that, we'll probably just get Genshin Impact Part 2. I'm not saying Genshin to us like a different game, but Genshin Part 2 where like just they will make some more significant changes to the game, and there will be like a new story, possibly with even a new MC or in a new setting. Because just based on what we got in Honkai 3rd, because Honkai 3rd finished its storyline like a year or two ago, Actually, it's been a while already. But yeah, Honkai 3rd finished its story. It then had like some, like a post credit, you could say, chapters were just like it was like chapter 1.5, Honkai Impact chapter 1.5, and then they released Honkai Part 2, Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2, where they added new mechanics. They added jumping to combat, and then a totally new setting with new characters. Now we are on Mars. It's still like the same universe. The events follow from Part 1, but there was like a bit of a time skip, new characters, new environments. Yeah. Keep the characters you had in Honkai 3rd and Honkai 3rd Part 2? Yes, you can still use them. But they can't jump. Okay, now that we are watching videos... Wait, let me mute the game, because we actually had the game playing in the background all the time. Now that we are watching videos, we gotta watch the Song of the Welkin Moon teaser again.
月の物語が聞きたいのならずっとずっと昔まで遡らないといけないわ。
おじさん、ネフェル姉ちんのお話始まったよ。
Oh yeah, and speaking of Aino, there's actually this rare footage of the WizKid mechanic training her domestic application robot. There is a post that came out today. Just some more like Inefa marketing, and this is so cute. These are like these little comics about Inefa and Aino. Still adjusting the breakfast shape control. I hope this meets the criteria for deliciousness. And it's like, is this even like, what is this? Is this bread or what? It tastes great, but it's okay if it looks a little wonky. That's what we call a handmade charm. But handmade charm may impact the taste profile. Input received. Updating criteria for deliciousness. This is, I love these Inefa arts. She's so incredibly cute. Oh, and Birgitta is carrying orange juice. And oh, macarons. Processing. Macarons are excessively sweet snacks. When Aino consumes them, she usually demonstrates great pleasure and her work efficiency increased by approximately 5%. Mechanical lubricant is a fluid used to lubricate my joints. When applied, my operational efficiency increased by approximately 5%. Macarons and mechanical lubricant yield the same happiness value. Alright, I'll buy you 2 bottles of your happy juice. Also, calling it happy juice just sounds so wrong, man. Mechanical bird, wings. My goodness, Aino has entered full disengagement mode. Processing. And she brought out the macarons for plus 5% efficiency. Look, a star's tail! Trajectory captured. Analyzing composition. No need to analyze. This when humans say make a wish. Make a wish. Requesting execution of the make a wish order. Wish content. The fried egg for Aino tomorrow morning will successfully load the handmade charm module. And then the meme. When people say nothing is truly perfect. Me. And she just shows Inefa. And this is so lovely, man. I love this so much. She loves Inefa so much. And Inefa loves her as well. It's such a wonderful dynamic. Okay, where were we? I love Aino.
ありがとな。
月が遠いな。飯もろくに食えてないのに物好きなこった。お兄さん、変わったアクセサリーだね。オーダーメイド？どこで作ったんだ？
Oh, another thing here. He looks at the tea, and then in his reflection, he kinda sees like he becomes this dragon. And this also ties back to the words, or like ties forward to the words that Columbina says later, where she says that in the water the future reflects the past, and he's seeing his like past self as the big bad dragon in the tea, just like just like people are saying how you can see Wanderer's reflection. Like Wanderer's reflection is like Scaramouche, and then Durin's reflection is the dragon Durin instead of the good Simulanka Durin, and that's why he's probably like sighing like that. I would imagine he's still like fighting with himself.
その頃はまだ世に生死の境はなく、無数の存在の中を意志が流れていたわ。星々を支配する原種の命により、3つの月は大地から解き放たれ、空へと昇った。そして迎えた草加の年、静かな漆黒から再び原初の声が響き渡った。
傀儡様、
また蒼月の子たち無意味な反抗を。
高潔なる蒼月よ、ヒュペルボレイヤの末裔、神使いの名において祈る。ご昇覧増しませ。
Money paid for 1 million? That's
そ
quite a
の
lot.
清らかな涙で夜を切り裂き、忘れられしために導きの光を授けたまえ。
And regarding
物語
Nefer,
のために
quite a lot of people have been wondering who is she exactly, because you know she has this like Sumeru design, doesn't really fit into any of the factions. I mean, she might be with the Curatorium of Secrets in Not Cry, but that doesn't change the fact that she's from Sumeru. The two best theories that I've seen, because like the first thing people are asking is like, could she be Apep? But because you know another Dragon Sovereign, just like we have Nuvilet. I feel like it's very unlikely because Apep absolutely hates humanity. So she wouldn't just be here chilling with humans, yeah. But so yeah, the two best theories that I've seen is that she either could be a Jinn, just like our favorite racist bottle Lilupar, because she has some, especially on her back, she has some digital-looking lines on her like floaty thingies on the back, and genies are like digital-ish in nature. They can like possess machines and stuff. Or another option is that she could be a Wenat. The Wenats, the snakes, in Sumeru, they used to be Apep's followers, but then after like something happened, they kind of devolved into those snaky monsters. So maybe she could be a Wenat that you know, still retains its full power or whatever. I feel like the Jinn theory is more likely though. That she's just a genie that did not get put into a bottle.
来たわけじゃないだろ。
もう語り終わったのか？
いや、私よりもうまい語り部が来たのさ。
月光の届かぬ地で王実の影は狩りのような勢い。
Oh, and then Nicole. Some of the things that like jump out in her design. She has like a halo around her heart. You can see like in a second.
星々に爪を
was
突
it
き
earlier?
立てる。
Oh, it like
月光の
lights up
届
here,
かぬ
right?
地で
Yeah. So she has this halo that lights up, and they're like furry like wings,
影は
and her eyes
狩りのような勢いで
are like in this primogem shape. The crown makes her seem like a silly, because they are described to have like crowns and stuff, golden crowns, and she's like pretty angelic. But the primogem eyes are actually something that isn't necessarily related to Silis directly, but rather to this traveler. Yeah, because Silis used to be like angels before they devolved into the floaty spirits. And the reason why they became floaty spirits is because one of the Silis fell in love with a human, and that was forbidden, and they got punished after that. And the first angel, which is like one of the Silis, met an unnamed youth beneath the silver tree in the far north, and in those star-like pupils saw a reflection of herself she had never yet known. So the star-like pupils are from the unnamed youth Voyager, the traveler that she fell in love with. It was a love not inscribed by law, a freedom the skies would never permit. So what she is, or like what she could be, is actually the child of the Silly and the Voyager. And that would explain why she's not, she's not a little floating spirit thingy, like the other Sillies, because she wasn't a full Silly. So kind of like, full-blooded Canarians became immortal, but then half-blooded Canarians became Hilichurls. Maybe the full-blooded Sillies became little spirits, but the half-blooded Sillies were left alone. Possibly. Although, I mean, it's not like she's completely fine and everything, because she lost her voice and stuff, and possibly more. I've also pointed out that this mark on her forehead is kind of similar to the mark Albedo has on his neck. So this could also mean that this body of hers is Reindottir's creation. I'm not sure if I'm that convinced just based on this alone. But it could be that she lost her body completely before, and this is a new body that Reindottir made for her. Especially now that she has fused with Naberius, could be very easy for her to make a body for somebody.
星々に爪を突き立てる。
その通り。俺は月のために来た。
人違いだ。消えたまえ。
過去は水面に未来を映し出す。偽りがほどけ始めている。
Oh yeah, and also, she says that in the water the future mirrors the past, but if you can look here, we cannot really see the reflection of Columbina herself. The angles aren't that amazing, so I don't think this is like 100% a thing. But yeah, I guess like you can see the reflection of the petals, but not of Columbina. Yeah, I guess this shot is pretty conclusive. So yeah, she says that in the water the future mirrors the past. And yeah, we saw the like examples with Durin's tea, showing him his like dragon self, and then Wanderer being like Scaramouche in the water. But she does not have a reflection. So if the reflections are the past, does it mean she has no past? Or maybe no future? Like she is only past? And that's why she cannot reflect more past, because there is no past left to reflect. Interesting. Pretty interesting. It's definitely like, yeah. Her talking about reflections while she doesn't have a reflection herself definitely is gonna lead to something. Or teases something. There's like a shadow. We can see like a shadow, but not a reflection. And the petals were reflected fully. So it's not like this is how the water works here. Oh, but I guess on the other hand, it looks like this is her reflection because the petal falls on it and you see a ripple? Or are we looking at her from underwater? But there was clearly no reflection of the foot. Weird. But now, the petal falls from above. Right, the petal falls. So this is her reflection. So then why did the foot... Why did the foot not have a reflection? Because it seems like she does reflect here. I don't know, actually.
急いで。月がもうすぐ落ちるよ。
Hello, Lexer.
やっと着いた。前回来た時よりもカオスって感じ。
And I love Alice's voice so
行動
much.
開始かいアリスさん。
まずは昔の友達に会いたいわ。お兄さんは？
ここでお別れだ。古い因縁を清算しないと。
Man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Not Cry. And we're already getting some Not Cry crumbs. Like the 5.8 quest should be like Not Cry prologue. With like the Inafa stuff.
飛ぶか。
Hello, Ronan. The next part is gonna be fire, and the 6.0 is gonna be even more fire. We don't understand poses in English, but she don't mind it. Makes her sound more unique and fits her quirky characterization. I don't even know how she sounds in English. I don't really watch too much English content, both official and fan content. Because even like the live streams I watch in Japanese, I know Japanese well enough to understand the gist of it. Ronan, this is stay civil. Don't use words like this. This is a family-friendly live stream. I recently saw a stat that in France, every other Frenchman, or like every other person in France, admits to cheating on their partner, and that's who like admits to cheating. So probably like 80% of our Frenchmen cheat on their partners. Kinda crazy. Oh, he already died. Can't I bring the rain co-op, please? Might be a bit scared that your Wi-Fi is unstable right now, but I will try my best. Not really. I've had some bards come to my chat before. I mean, because like, the first time somebody came to my chat and asked to like play something on the lyre, I was like, sure. But then they just like, took a while to load in. I had to like kinda just stay in place, not do anything. Then took a while to start playing, and then they were just like, you know, ding dong ding dong. It was kind of just like boring. Felt bad to talk over it, but felt even worse to just stay silent. And like, I couldn't go anywhere. It was pretty scuffed. It's like all the worst things about streaming co-op. How many slimes are there? I think there's like an no, there's a chest. If you kill every slime here, you get a chest. Under every umbrella there's a slime, you kill all of them, you get a chest. That's one I got pretty late. Did those little quests, did it already disappear? No. Let's kill those guys. For some Mora. Oops, wait. Oh, I can make you on cooldown. Here we go, 200 Mora. Actually no, 1800 Mora. And a fine enhancement ore. Damn! I mean, farming those little friendship quests can actually be a decent way to get some extra mora if you're in a pinch. You can do like, I think 10 per day? And then they stop giving rewards? Something like that. And there are some spots where you can teleport and you pretty much always get a quest immediately. And some are like very simple. You don't even always have to fight monsters. I think in Azuma there is a quest where you just have to scare away some birds. And it just pops up whenever you teleport. Okay, let me go to Liyue Harbor. And grab some plants here. Wait, do they have the right gadget equipped? Yes, okay. If there's a taller character than Klee to walk around here for sure. Oop. And yeah, some water plants as well. Some fish as well. That's a pretty good place to come to for some resources. And up here, you can get a ton of plants as well. Glaze lilies, silk flowers. What's not to love? And the silk flowers are the best thing to plant in one of the planter spots. Because one planter spot has pretty much every single plant that can give you more than one fruit or flower per harvest. And then the other planter has only silk flowers, and everything else is just like single flowers. What would be good teams for Nubilet? Anything with some electro, sub DPSs. You could play, I mean yeah, Inefa of course would be best. But if you don't have Inefa, then like Ororon or Fischl. Furina, of course. And Shilonen or Kazuha. There's Nubilet, Furina, Inefa, Kazuha. I guess, I mean, Nubilet has self-healing, so I guess it's fine. But without a healer, your fanfare generation will be slower. So if you, like, Shilonen would be nicer than Kazuha here. Unless you play Ororon. And then you already have Cinder City from Ororon. So Shilonen is not as good. So I guess if you play Ororon, then Kazuha will be better. But yeah, any damage that's not Electro or Hydro is pretty much a waste. If you already have Ororon, Shilonen is worse. It should still be a fine team. For Fearless it will definitely be way more than fine. If you would be pushing Dire though, I mean you'll have a bad time without Inefa for sure. Wait, what? Huh? Man, whenever I find a chest in Liyue, I think, man, this has to be the last one. You created this chest today as well? Wait, there is more! So yeah, Kazuha should be a bit more damage. That's a big one! That's actually 2 Primogems. There is more! No way! Why are there so many? Wait, where is this one? Oh my god. There is more! 1.0 chest in 2025. Yo, there are chests everywhere here. Somebody went wild. Wait, where is this one? Below? Above? No, it's lower down. Where are you? Oh, here. That's another big one. I'm here so often, man. I really come here pretty often. Okay, that's it. Ain't no way. Well, I mean, that's cool. Extra chests, let's go. Oh, I didn't have my gadget equipped. I wasted a seed. Are there any chests on the J chamber? I don't think so, right? Because the J chamber like goes boom at one point. It was not available for like a year. It only came back in Azuma. So I don't think there should be any chests up there. Surely I don't have to check. But yeah, man, there are so many chests in Liyue. Like, one day I will find my final chest in Liyue. But I wonder when that's gonna be. Whenever we get an event where we get put in some random place in Liyue, I guess kinda like the Stygian Onslaught is like a random place in Liyue, right? I will use my treasure compass and find something new. I'm not gonna find anything like this. Because one day, I think it was before Natlan came out, End of Fontaine, or it might have been End of Sumeru. I decided to go. Yeah, I went around the entire map. I think it was End of Sumeru, I think it was before Fontaine. I went around the entire map, spamming the treasure compass. To find any chests hidden in the corners of the map. Because the sides of the map are not places where you would normally go. How many juices? I should have a couple. I got 37 right now. 325 Pyro, 33 Hydro, and 4 and 3 Anemo and Electro. I should open this one day. I can get myself... They're like memorabilia, but... Yeah, no, it's not worth it. I should just use them. Like, it's keeping garbage in your inventory, it just clogs it up. Free money. Yeah. And same with these, I should just use them. The billet trove used to be like a pretty unique item, because it was only from like the anniversary rewards or something in 2.0. But you can even get those from the Retournee event thingy. And we've gotten a bunch. I should just use them as well. I should clean up everything that's not needed. Clean up everything that I can clean up. Do you use the hunting traps as well? From the 1.0 Amber quest? Those would feel kinda bad to use. Surely one day we get more hunting traps. Okay. One thing we gotta do. We're getting new songs on Wednesday. This is one of the things I'm most hyped for next patch. But yeah, there is still one. A bit of a shame that I'm not gonna complete perfect everything before the next batch. But it's fine. We'll just perfect this together with the new songs. Spinning Pyro Sirius. Yeah, this is gonna be a bunch of rewards. Pyro Sirius and the statue. I wonder if I have all the Pyroculi that are in this version. I usually only like start caring about them when they release the final statue. Or the final oculi. I get some good rolls already. Let's read I get the beginning right at least. Although I'm gonna fail the end anyways. I have gotten the ending perfectly, or like everything after this part perfectly already. I have gotten the beginning perfectly, I have gotten everything after it perfectly, but not at the same time. It's a long song, so it's hard to be consistent. Man, this Klee outfit is so lovely, by the way. It's my favorite skin in the game by far. One of the few skins that aren't blue. The deluxe skin is in blue as well? And is that it? Is every other skin blue? Man, why do I fail this every time? Okay, third tries the charm. I'm just gonna continue now, no matter what. C6 Diluc and C0 Diluc aren't that different. You just plunge with both anyways. But plunge Diluc is pretty good. You never press his skill or burst. You just plunge. Maybe you skill for particles for Bennett, actually. Not sure. Man, I need to like watch myself play this song and see what I'm doing wrong there. Oops. Here I just looked at chat, that's why I got this good. But yeah, Diluc is one of the better characters to play with Xianyun. With C6 Bennett. Oh yeah, you need C6 Bennett because his own infusion is pretty terrible. You don't want to burst, it's too long. The animation is too long and it applies too much pyro itself. So you could miss a melt. Whoops. What am I doing, man? I fell off so hard. I need to practice a bit more off stream. I don't want to like perfect this song off stream though. But with new songs I will have like more variety. And I should quickly get better again. Because I don't want to keep spamming the same song on stream, right? And like I said, I don't want to play it off stream too much because I don't want to perfect it off stream. Because so far I have perfected every single song on stream. So the only solution is to like play more different songs. So that I get better, more practice, but I don't keep spamming the same song. Next Genshin stream will be the new patch? Yes. Next Genshin stream will be on Wednesday and that's when we get the new patch. It will be earlier than usual. 4 misses. But let me check the skins. Character outfits. Okay, this one is mostly red, yeah. Then this is like teal, right? Is that how we say it? Blue, blue. This is green. I guess like similar to if we count Kirara as blue. I mean, she has like a blue thingy here. We could count these two as green. There's like purple, blue, blue. Black, red. This is white, red. This is blue. This is like black, mostly. Black and blue as well. Red, blue and white, black and blue. This is like greenish as well, right? There's not much color variety in the skins, which is kind of weird, because like, when it comes to Genshin... Oh yeah, no, this is just blue actually. When it comes to Genshin, like, default outfits, there is so much variety, sometimes even too much. Sometimes even too much color variety. But when it comes to skins, it's like black and blue, white and blue, or red and white. Or black and white. Or black and red, sorry. It's like one of these four, pretty much every time. The new Bennett skin is actually breaks the mold a bit, but it's kind of just like got Bennett colors, but in a nicer outfit. It's like they posted a skin thingy here as well, or did they not? No, they posted skin details. I guess on the Twitter maybe. Looks like a nice post. Right, here we go. It even links you to like Hoyolab, but it's impossible to find on Hoyolab, man. So yeah, this is very unique as far as outfit color schemes go. The pants are blue, but yeah, this is not really a blue outfit. It's like orange, brown, white. This is like a playable character outfit. This is how Bennett would look like if they released him today. His kit would not look like it does though. His kit would definitely be different. Lucky Lake Water Blue. But yeah, this looks so nice. Like, when you look at this, you immediately think Bennett. It doesn't feel off. It doesn't feel like a skin, honestly. It just feels like this is how it's supposed to look like. Right? At least that's how I feel. I feel like it's one of the best skins they have released. I mean, best skins in the, you know, upgrade to the base skin department. But sometimes you might want something different. Like, it's not very different from his regular outfit. It's got a similar vibe. Like, there are also the orange and white. His pants are a bit darker blue, but still. So it's got a similar vibe. That's like a better design. But for example, Klee's skin, like her default skin, I also like it a lot. I don't think this is bad at all, but I love the witch theme of this one, right? And I'm very sad that this is not a 5-star skin with different animations. Will we ever get a 5-star skin, man? But yeah, for the one thing for the 5-star skin is that like Diluc actually uses a different... Oh, actually this is less black than I remembered. It's still kind of black. He actually uses his delusion in this skin. You cannot see it anywhere on the outfit. But yeah, like normally he has a vision. Normally he has his vision here. Here he doesn't have the vision anymore, and instead he uses the power of a delusion. And that's why this is a 5-star skin. So I feel like they are waiting for another like canon reason for somebody to use a different power source. But other than like it has to be a different power source of the same element. Because if the element is different, it can't just be a skin. They would need to like re-release the character with a different kit. The only other character who can have multiple power sources of the same element that I can think of is Arlecchino. Because she has her vision and she also has a pyro delusion. I guess you could have Child use his like foul legacy. And then he would have like this abyssal hydro instead of regular hydro. More like on her back. But yeah, it's here. Hyun, like she has a vision, but she also has innate anemo powers, so maybe those could have a different color. I guess same with like Xiao, a lot of Adepti actually. Yeah, now that I think about it. Any Adeptus, they could justify, you know, differently colored abilities. Because they are no longer using their vision and just use they are using their innate powers instead. Yeah, that could happen. Me IRL. Okay. But yeah, however, it's like really weird when it comes to skins. I don't understand the inner workings of Hoyo when it comes to that. Like Genshin is getting 4 skins per year. And I mean, it's a consistent pace at least. But it's kind of weird that half the skins, like, the 4-star skins are just as high in quality as the 5-star skins, but they're all free every time. By 5-star skins, I mean skins for 5 stars and skins for 4 stars. Since there's only one 5-star skin, it's kind of meaningless. Like, disambiguation. So it seems kind of slow. Maybe they really don't make good money on the skins, and they just make them because they want to. And that's why there are so few. That could be like one reason. But could they really... Could skins really be not worth it to produce? When it's only the art department that has to work on them? Like, you just make new art, some changes to the model, and maybe like record 2 new voice lines. Because they have like an introductionary voice line to the skin. When you like switch from the base skin to a skin, they like say a line. It seems like it has to be so cheap. Even if it makes 1% of the money of like a character, it's still gotta be worth it, right? And then in Zenless has like a pretty fast pace. Yeah, they're releasing skins like every patch. Or almost every patch. And the new characters, like this patch we got 2 new characters that both came out with skins. And this already happened before with Astra and Ishiwan as well. So that makes sense, that's what I would expect from other games, right? Character can come out already with a skin, and they just release like 2 to 3 skins per patch. Yeah, makes sense. And then Star Rail is the weirdest one, man. Star Rail is the game where the character model and like their animations are the simplest of them all. Because, I mean, simplest to like produce, because you don't have to interact with anything. Characters in Star Rail have like 3 animations in the overworld. I mean, like there is walking, running, pressing a button, and that's kinda it from the animations that any character can do in the overworld. So, you know, you don't really have to worry too much about like clipping issues and stuff like that. You can go wild, and then when it comes to animations, they can be completely different. Because once again, they don't interact with anything. There's no frame data. There is no nothing, right? You can have a Zele skin which has a bazooka instead of a scythe. Right? As long as, you know, the skill mechanics are the same, the animations can be totally different. But so far they have only released 2 skins, one of which is for March 7th, which debuted in the story over like a year ago, and now then they released it in 2.0 or no, 3.0 or 3.1. Or no, was it 2.0? No, it came out in 2.x. 2 point something. But it debuted in the story in like 1.4 or something. And then they wait until 2.x to release it. And they released it for March preservation. And by that time we had a better March form. So like, even if you are a March fan, you don't use March preservation. Because March Hunt is better anyways, and has a nicer outfit. I mean, that's subjective. And then they released a Firefly skin, and she's like the worst character in the game to make a skin for. Because in combat she's just Sam, and the skin for Sam is just like a minor recolor. It changes some of his parts to blue, and adds some stickers. There's barely any change. And then even the Firefly part of the skin is... I mean, it's like... okay. But it should be a cheaper skin, it shouldn't be like 1350. Because normal skins are... oh yeah, 1680. It's 1350 when the skin is new, right? But yeah, it's a 1680 skin on a Eric Shard skin. But it really should be like 960. Because the Ellen skin in Zenless is cheaper, because it's simpler as well. And it's a similar quality to the Firefly skin in Star Rail. So like, yeah, I do not understand what's going on there. It really feels like somebody at in the Star Rail team is being forced to make skins by like some upper management, and they are releasing the skins in the worst way possible. so that they flop as hard as they can, and you know, so that they can stop being forced to make skins. Because like, why did the March skin take so long to come out? And why did they release it for only March preservation? Where they really should have been easily able to make it so that it works for any March. And then, why is the Firefly skin? Why does it barely change summon? It's so strange. Also in Star and Zenless, sorry, in Genshin and Zenless, they always try to like make the skins fit the lore. It's never just that the character gets a new outfit for like no reason, or like, you know, there's always like some quest or an event where the character appears and wears that skin. Right? Like there is a summer event in Zenless and the girls have summer skins. And they canonically get those skins during that event. And same for Genshin. Right? We are getting a Bennett skin because he comes to Natlan in a new outfit. And then we are getting a Yelan skin because there is gonna be a Yelan mission where she wears this skin to like blend in Fontaine, right? Or there is a Ayaka skin where she cosplays as a Fontainian character because she got invited to play a role in a movie. But in Star Rail, the Firefly skin has no justification. I don't think every skin needs a story justification, but when the game released like its first skin for a 5-star character ever, and the skin doesn't even appear in the story once? It's so weird, man. It's so incredibly weird. And it could have appeared, like, they had this bird event. They could have put Firefly in there. It was in Penacony. It's in the Firefly city. We could have gone shopping with her, or something. I mean, I'm not that big of a Firefly fan, so I'm okay with less Firefly content, but it was so easy. Star Rail is so weird, man. Star Rail's development. I wonder how the like resource, like how they spread their resources. It's like Zenless is doing too much all the time, even though it, on average, I think it makes the least money out of the 3 big Koyo games. They like constantly release like non-stop characters, a lot of skins, billion events per patch. They revamp the core game functionality every other patch. It's like too much. It's to the point where it's like annoying how much they change stuff all the time. And they should probably slow down. And then Star Rail makes a disproportionate amount of money for how much effort they put in. And they are not really putting any more effort even with all that money. It's like very, very weird again. Genshin is the only game where it makes a lot of money and they can see where it's going. And it's like, they have a clear vision. We got like the expansions at like a steady pace. Not too fast, not too slow. Genshin is the only game whose development I like understand intuitively. Zenless and Star Rail are an enigma. Star Rail probably even more so than Zenless. But yeah, I've been yapping so much, it's already kinda late, huh? Let me spend some resin. I was saying that I should get some Innefa mats. But nah, I'll just get artifacts. Oh yeah, for now, the best set on Innefa is probably gonna be Tenacity. I guess I can just craft more Tenacity pieces with the strongbox. Like, I'm not gonna farm Tenacity. I'll just craft Tenacity pieces until I have a set I'm satisfied with. And maybe I already can make one. And next patch we should get not cray sets. That would also work well on Innefa. But we'll see in the leaks. The day off or like right after the patch. I dashed a bit too quickly, I should have done one normal attack. Don't use this. I want to save it for Innefa mats, and I want to mostly start farming Innefa mats after she comes out. But I don't want to, like... Because I have a week, right? I will have 8 days to get all the mats ready to fully build my Innefa. Because after that Stygian Onslaught comes out. And it's not just that I want to clear Stygian Onslaught day 1, I don't really care that much about that. It's just that when Stygian Onslaught comes out, for 10 days, we have bonus artifacts from farming them in Stygian Onslaught. and I want those. So I don't want to spend resin on anything that's not an artifact. Wait, what was that? DIY transformation to get Primogems. Oh yeah, that's like an art event. I don't farm anything other than artifacts when the artifact resin bonus is active. Which weapon should we get next BP? My favorite BP weapon, by far. By the way, check the weekly ones. I always check the weekly BP to see if I've done everything I need. And yeah, those are inconsequential missions. I guess the only one that matters is the Trance Domains. But yeah, that's an easy way to see if you have completed 3 Trance Domains. My favorite BP weapon by far is Blood of the Fjords. It's actually the highest EM polearm in the game when fully maxed. I cannot see it here. There should be like a toggle to see R5. So I use it on like EM Raiden. It's only a tiny bit better than Dragon's Bane, but it is better. It's also the best in slot 4-star on Hutao. It also should be the best in for 4-star for Arlecchino. Pretty much any polearm character that likes EM. This is the best in slot weapon for. 4-star, of course. Same with like Sinnoh. Should be best for him. That's a very solid weapon overall. But yeah, you can also just continue getting Serpent Spines. If you have like 5-star polearms to use instead, you can just continue getting Serpent Spines. But Fjord is great. If you like if you have Arlecchino or Sinnoh, or you play EM Raiden, then yeah, getting this would be great. And you have Homa. So if you own Arlecchino, you should get Ballad of the Fjords actually. Although you should just pull her Seek for the drip when it reruns. But if you don't want to bother with her Seek because you already play Mavuika. Oh, you don't have Arlecchino. Actually, on I think here on Yatamoe, they have like a guide section, and then when you like choose a 4-star weapon, they show you which characters play it in their guides. I think that's how it works. Where is the Fjords Ballad? Oh yeah, here. Oh, it's also great on Xiangling, of course. Should be best in slot 4-star on Xiangling. If you have three different elemental types, of course, which is not always the case. But yeah, any like Vape Xiangling team, this should be better than Catch. Right? At R5? It's probably not better than Catch at R1, but at R5. It goes kinda crazy, because the EM doubles to 240, it's insane. But yeah, Hutao, Sinnoh, Arlecchino, Xiangling. Pretty much all the reaction-based or EM-based polearm characters. I mean, don't spend the $50 just for that. You also get everything else in the BP. You get the feathers to reroll your artifacts. You get an insane amount of Mora and other materials. Oh yeah, Serpent Spine is like quite a few characters. Oh, and then you have Spiral Abyss statistics. It's even more. Oh, also like a bunch of more characters here as well. Xiao would be kind of bad, but yeah, Raiden for EM Raiden. Others are kind of not really. Virgin Toma, I guess, could like this. Yeah, Virgin Toma would play this, and Hyper Bloom Raiden. Main DPS Yao Yao as well, I guess. What's the base icon Ballad of the Fjords? 510. But yeah, what you care about most is the passive. Like 240 EM goes wild. But you can just continue refining your Serpent Spine. That's never a bad choice. Other than Serpent Spine and Ballad of the Fjords, the rest are kinda whatever. I don't think. Are they even best in slot for anybody? I guess Sacrificial Jade is good on Mualani and Nuvilet. Those two. So if you have Mualani or Nuvilet but not their Sigs, Sacrificial Jade could be the pick. To get like more refines. Oh yeah, also you already said you have one. This scales very well with refinements. Because a lot of the power is in the passive. So yeah, refinements go crazy. Other than that, like both the bows are kinda decent, but not crazy. Usually worse than gacha 4-stars. The swords are kinda low value as well, because you can craft Finale of the Deep, the Fontaine Craftable, which is just like the best 4-star for any attack scaling Polar main sword main DPS. Deathmatch is just Battlefield but worse on most characters, unless you don't make use of EM. We're looking for Furina. Like you get some damage and crit rate 4, but like it's like 8. It doesn't give you any ER. And there are very few teams where you can play non-ER weapons on Furina. It's not worth it. Like even Furina Sig is a bad weapon on Furina because it doesn't give you ER. So Wolffangs is unplayable garbage by that metric. And yeah, Favonius is the GOAT. And then if you don't need that much ER, you can play the Pipe or Festering. Non-ER weapons are just ain't it. Give me an event shop Genshin is Festering. Yeah, I really hope they add like even more to an event shop. I mean that would be nice. Like I would not be able to buy anything in an event shop, but I do think it would be nice for other people to get their Festering Desires or maybe Calamity of Eshu. It's pretty recent, but it's an amazing sword. So if you missed it, it's a big shame. For like, you know, if you only have 4-star weapons, it is so amazing on like Skirk and a bunch of other sword users. But like actually replaying past events. Durin is shaping up to be my favorite character in Genshin of all time, possibly. And a big reason of this is because of all the events. There are like 5 different events, or 4, that have to do with Durin. Like there are the 2 Albedo events, the first Thing Desire one, and then the second one with the Sasbedos. And then we have Simulanka. I guess the final one is just the quest, not an event. Okay, so there are like 3 events that directly concern Durin. And like if not for these events, if not for all the build-up, and especially Simulanka, because Simulanka is essentially Durin's story quest. Like he will not hit that hard for people. Even if somebody will like Durin's design, they'll have to like rewatch all of these events on YouTube. I just feel so bad. If somebody like today recommended me Genshin and I looked at all these character designs and like the gameplay and stuff, and would be like, damn, this looks super cool. But then they told me that there are like 30 events that I will never be able to experience because they were time limited and ended like years ago. I'll be like, I probably will skip then. If I already missed out on so much, why even bother? If I can get the full experience. So yeah, actually replaying events I feel like is one of the biggest things they should do. Because I would not start playing this game today. Most likely. And not because I feel like it got worse over the years and I'm only saying because of inertia. No, Genshin is still probably... Like, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I feel like the game is absolutely amazing. It's just because of all the content that was missable. And I don't mean like gear, although that also kinda sucks, but whatever. You can always just buy a 5-star and it's better. It's about all of the stories, all of the quests. And yeah, the very first event weapon being one of the better ones is a big shame as well. So I feel like they really have to do that. And we know they can, at least to a degree. Because when they were showing off some new like map improvement, I don't remember what exactly that was, but they were showing something off on the map. In like a dev note update thingy. And you could see on that map they showed icons for previous events. It was like a shot in Mondstadt, and you could see like Mona's hat from 1.1 on Reconciled Stars, and then here you could see like the Diluc skin event Leyline icon and like some others on the map as well. It's like they have internal tools that like have all of that in them. They can do that. But this is gonna be my like hopium prediction. 6.0, big anniversary, big new updates. Kinda like last year they gave us Captured Radiance and also like the 5-star, standard 5-star selector every year. Those are like the two big updates they had. Especially the Undragon stats. Also like, yeah, less fate, fewer fate points on the weapon banner. That was also starting with Natlan, right? Or was it starting with... Or was it with Fontaine? No, I think it was starting with Natlan, right? Yeah, that's why I skipped Lumidus Elegy originally. Because like, imagine pulling a weapon right now when they are reducing the fate points next patch. So there were like big updates to like the gacha system. So I feel like they have to do something big again for the anniversary. And my guess would be replayability for past events. Next patch, or like patch after that. Like not the next patch as in Wednesday, but the next patch after that, 6 weeks later. We'll have the anniversary in 6.0. What is this? Something was walking on me. I'm getting Mizuki. I'm still unsure what I'm gonna get. It's a tie between, like, it's a decision between Dihya. I got C1 last time. I never lost to Dihya on standard. Nah, 5 years old, because 6.0 would be 5 years old, because we started at 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. But yeah, I could get Dihya C2, because her cons are pretty great. I already have C1, I picked it last time. I could get Mizuki, she's like in a similar spot to Dihya. Her cons are probably not as good, but I feel like her teams are more unique. And I would really want to give C4. C4 is kinda needed for Mizuki to be playable with Furina. Because with C4, every single treat from your burst will heal, and also deal damage, instead of only healing you if you are like below half or something. And then you could actually heal up your team through the snacks. Through like the Furina overheal thingy. But right now, right now when you play Mizuki, she only heals when she falls to half, and then she like heals up to 90%, and you never proc the Furina passive that heals everybody in your team. So you don't really get that much healing, and you don't get much fanfare, and everybody is stuck at 50% HP permanently. So that is terrible. I hate that. An on-field healer that can't keep your team healthy in a Furina team, that's horrible. And yeah, with C4 she can. But that's for Constellations. Will I play Dihya at C6? Yeah, for sure. I even played her at C0 back in the day. And C6 is a banger constellation. It goes kinda crazy. It's 80 crit value. That's a lot of crit value. But then, like, the single con that would be the most impactful for me is without a doubt Tinari. Because I already have C5. I lost to him 5 times. But the last time I lost to him was like a long time ago. I think on Moalani banner I lost to Tinari. Or something? I don't know. So, like, yeah, this would be a big deal. And I could actually play him immediately. It's not like, oh, if I get C4 Mizuki or if I get C6 Dihya. It's like, this one right now, this would be the biggest con. But the issue with that is that if I ever lose to Tinari later on, I just get like C7. And that's terrible, right? Then it would be like, oh, I could have gotten Dihya and the Tinari C6 would have been free. But now, essentially, my anniversary selector ended up being like 5 pulls or something. And this would be okay, like if we did not have Dihya and Mizuki, or if I didn't like them, this would be fine. Because like, yeah, whatever, I will get like 5 pulls when I get next at him, and that's probably more valuable to me than any Keting or Diluc constellation. Or like any of the other standard 5 stars. The only standard 5 stars from like 1.0 that I like are like Mona and Jin, and I already have C6 of both. I mean, that I like playing. I love Chi-Chi, like, in the story, but yeah, not gameplay-wise. I'm never gonna play Chi-Chi. Unless they, like, revamp her kit or something. So, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. If I'm never gonna get Tinari again, then this is, like, the clear choice. And, like, the longer I wait with this, the further he falls behind. Klee is not a standard 5-star. I love Klee. I even played her today. I even played Klee in Dire Stygian Onslaught, the hardest game mode there is. I mean, this is my Fearless clear, but in Dire I played Klee with Kinich and cleared this Lava Dragon in like 3 different teams. I love Klee, but Klee is on standard. That's why I didn't mention her. So I'm still not sure. Can you do co-op? Yes. You can actually get every single Primo Gem in Stygian Onslaught in co-op. Unfortunately, like, I could have even done this with you, but not now, because I'm already ending the stream, it's too late. You have to find somebody else. Maybe Up Team can help you, or maybe somebody else. But yeah, you can do up to... Like, there are 5 difficulties? You're hopping off soon as well. Yeah, you would have to, like, hop on some Discord server, maybe find somebody to help you. I'm not gonna stream Genshin tomorrow. Like, I stream every single day, but I don't stream Genshin every single day. I'm gonna stream Genshin next on Wednesday when this ends. But yeah, there are 6 difficulties. Normal, Advancing, Hard, Menacing, Fearless, and Dire. All the Primo Gems are on up to Hard, right? Yeah. Up to Hard you get every single Primo Gem, and you can do up to Menacing in co-op. You can do up to Menacing in co-op, right? Up to this you can do in co-op, and you can get full carried. And you get 450 Primo Gems and the dust, which lets you reload artifacts. So all of this is free if you just find somebody, some whale to co-op with, and they clear it for you. And you don't need to do one run, you just need to clear Menacing and bam, you are done. You don't need to do all of them separately. I think you have to start with a lower... No, you might have to start with a lower difficulty to unlock the higher ones. But yeah. You can jump on some Discord server. And there will be like co-op channels. Or any like Genshin social media thingy. AR56 is perfectly fine. There is like no issue with that. The issue with your account is that you spend all your resources on leveling characters and you don't have much else. Like you have unleveled artifacts and stuff like that. Right? That's like the issue. That your artifacts are ain't it. You have very few characters with actually leveled up artifacts. Yeah, respectfully fine. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I do stream every single day at 8 PM CEST, which is 3.5 hours before now. But I do stream different Hoyo games. I stream the big 3, Genshin, Star Rally, Zenless. Pretty much like rotating through them. Sometimes skipping Star Rally when there is nothing to do, but we actually have stuff to do still. You can join the Discord server to get stream notifications and the like if you want to. And also to see like my stream list. Oh yeah, I didn't update it for this week. I need to update this. On Wednesday we'll be streaming Genshin earlier than normal. I will start streaming at 5 PM CST, which will be 6.5 hours before now. Because we'll be playing the new patch, and that's gonna be super fun. So yeah, let's find somebody to raid. I should have started searching earlier. Handcam. Oh. You can see the person, can only see their hand. Intriguing. If you have a hand fetish, then this is the perfect stream for you. Nah, it's not a VTuber, they have a real hand. But they don't have a face, only a hand. Yoshikage Kira will be very pleased. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye bye!